Hey, we're going a little bit early here. Creator of Octopus Cowboy, yes, Jason Orfalas will be on with us. Hit that like button if you can, and hell, and welcome all. Yes, may the fourth be with you. Thank you, Snuggy. Thank you for setting this up. Appreciate it, brother. Oh, man. Yeah. So we have free comic book day. We have the fourth, sort of the unofficial Star Wars day, right? Going on. I did. Shadowhawk can come in here and hopefully share with us what he got on Free Comic Book Day. I have some to show. A lot of fun. Did you know that Alice Cooper was a Christian? I did. Here's a little thing on that.
Tell them who Jesus Christ is to you.
Well, I mean, everything. I mean, we're not here without him. Most people I know, young people, think Jesus Christ is a swear word.
Yeah.
Even at Solid Rock, where we have the teenagers down there,
Right.
they have no idea that who Jesus Christ is.
Yeah.
He's not preached enough.
Yeah.
Most written about character of all time
Yes.
in history,
Right.
and yet people go out of their way to not believe in it.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because they don't want to give up their godship. They believe the Hollywood version, that kind of thing. And I go, why is that? Satan's got you right where he wants you.
Yeah.
To believe that.
Yeah.
I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and
That's
no one
right.
comes to the Father but by me.
Right.
I said, those are the truest words ever spoken.
Yeah.
Oh, Alice Cooper, some words of wisdom for all of us. Definitely backing. We're going to be taking a deep dive into Octopus Cowboy 2. That's French. 1977 Italian poster for Star Wars. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Italian poster. I imagine that's worth a little bit of denari or whatever. The lira. Yeah. $17,393 for a 1940s rare poster advertisement for the Superman Flasher cartoons by Hakes Auctions. Over $17,000 for that poster, which is quite rare. Superman memorabilia. But even after all these years, it's less than $20,000. It's still pretty darn cheap. Of course, it's just a piece of paper, but a rare piece of paper and rare memorabilia for. How is it I have no viewers, really, except on X? Oh, well. You snooze, you lose, folks. You snooze, you lose. I'm glad to see that Snuggy, a very discerning taste, indeed, in comics. Glad to see that he is a big supporter of Octopus Cowboy. It is a great looking comic book. I missed this cover of Space Ghost the other day. That's a Jay Lee. I can tell that's a Jay Lee cover. I missed that one. Was it that one? Maybe I got this one. I'm not sure. It looks a little different, and I did take those in there and store them away. So I may have got that one. I know I missed this one, the Jay Lee cover. Didn't even see it. This is the one I got. I got that one. I got the black cover, and I got this one. So okay, those first two I didn't get. The last two I did. Some interior artwork from that project. It's when he's coming on the scene. What are you? They took that straight out of the Batman movie. I'm Batman. I'm Ghost. I'm Space Ghost. Not a bad looking project at all. Look at that, man. Kidney shot. Ooh. Bad kitty. Yeah. Alex Toth did not like his design for Space Ghost. I don't know. He's just now, getting some prominence. All right. Let's turn that volume way down on that because it's all the way up. Yeah, this was I guess I should set this up better. Some of you may have already seen it, and I lost it. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying, folks. This thing, it's not cooperating with me at all. Yeah. Franz Lang's female robot in Metropolis was a big influence on how C-3PO was designed for sure. This is my ex-friend Thirsty's new and used. He actually put some pretty good stuff up there. Hey, Jason.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, Free Comic Book Day. Did you take advantage of Free Comic Book Day?
No, I did not. Free Comic Book Day?
Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, once a year they give free comics, and this is an overview of what I got. The Mad one, and well, I'll show you what I got if you're interested.
Cool.
But I'm more excited to talk about your book, believe it or not.
Oh, that's cool.
I love your book. I know you were on. I need to change my name from Rex to Jason because you were
Are
on
you
with Jason
Jason also?
Bascom. Huh? No, but I could be if it brings you over to this channel more often. I noticed that you were on with Jason Bascom about a month ago, and I was like,
was.
damn it. How does he get Jason Orfalas on? And I don't. Because your artwork is great. Love your music on your trailer. I
Thank you.
probably saw you shilling a little bit with the first book. This is the second book that's out, Octopus Cowboy. You got a great looking project. I don't know why it's not doing gangbusters over what it has done. I know you've done a couple $1,000 probably over from your first campaign, and that's what you want to see. You want to see growth. But man, you got one of the best looking books out there, and I've been pushing it hard for ever since before you put it up. Made sure I even pushed people to sign up for it. So I make no bones about that. You got one of the best looking books out there.
Thanks.
And love your trailer, brother. I mean, who made your trailer? I've seen it so many times. I should know the credits.
Well, the music I didn't do the music, but all the visuals and all the video, the editing, everything, I did that.
Mhm.
It took quite a while to finish it. The music I got from some guy contacted me on Instagram.
Well, you knocked it out of the park. I love to dance to it. I swear. I think you should put that out on disc. I know I and my co-host Shadowhawk, who's a big backer, he's backed over 400 projects, crowdfunded on some of my comics, Kickstarter and Indiegogo. I backed quite a few myself. I plan to back Octopus Cowboy. How close is it to fulfilling?
I
To
I got my proofs from the printer just I think
Ooh,
yesterday.
oh
It
God,
took a
please
while to
don't shut it
download it.
down before I can back it because I didn't get one. I didn't get one yet, so I'm gonna have to do a catch up tier. But yeah, you got one of the best looking books out there, and your
Thank you.
trailers and your music. Um, I now we do a thing here that my internet is so slow. Um,
It can't be that slow.
well, okay. If I download, it can be pretty slow, believe me. Uh, Snuggy Junior, I think help get me in contact with you because I didn't know how to get in contact with you on
Oh,
Twitter.
Snuggy there?
Yeah, yeah. He said he couldn't stay.
Oh,
He couldn't
hey.
stay. He's gotta go. But he's a big
Oh,
fan of your book, and yeah, he was one
he's
person I
amazing.
reached through to reach out to you to get you on because uh, been wanting to get you on for a while. Because
Yeah.
yeah, it takes time. It took me a year to get Charlie's London on, and it
Well,
took Charlie Chaplin's birthday to get her on. It's like let's talk some Chaplin. I'm a big Chaplin fan, Charlie
awesome.
Chaplin
Yes.
fan, and big collector myself, and artist
Well, you have
myself.
good taste.
Well, I try. I mean, I think this is
Whoop,
a
whoop.
example of my work. So
Wow. That's is
so
that 11 by 17?
yeah, 11 by 17. Yeah, and you'll get a kick out of this if you know comics at all. This is the color separation to Avengers
Of
number
course.
4.
For real?
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
That's
is this is one of
awesome.
my holy grails I like to show off.
Yeah, that's how they use the color books.
First Silver Age appearance of Captain America. So yeah, I
You should
collect
have that on
like
a frame in the
I know,
vault.
but I like to show it off. I like to flex. Do the Rex flex.
No.
Hopefully, we can get you some backers today and do the Rex flex again. I don't promise anything, but
That's all right, man. Listen,
yeah,
it's my
man.
pleasure to be here.
Where
Sorry it took a while.
where are you located,
If
Jason? Where are you
I'm in the
located?
Philippines. I'm in the
Oh, you
Philippines, so
are
that's the
okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes I have a regular hours, and then when I do the book, I do that like when I'm free. It didn't used to be like that. I used to have a lot more time, so I
Hmm.
kind of have two things going at the same time,
Hmm.
and
What
it's
time is
five
it
a
there for you?
it's 5 a.m. But I get ready. I got ready
Ooh,
like 3:30 to
I could have
4
done
because I
this
don't want to be
later.
like sleep. I don't want to.
I,
I don't want to come on the stream like sleepy. And this is the
yeah,
best time. It's a better best time though if I was to come on because it's a Saturday.
is it
You know,
okay? Oh, okay.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
Saturday here,
yeah.
so that's really the only reason why it took me a while to come by. Also, I wanted to finish the book,
Well, I
and
didn't
when I
know. Yeah, I
did,
didn't
that's
know how to get in contact with you for a while, but yeah, I was like, finally, when
yeah. I
Jason Bascom had you on about a month ago, it was like, well, I know Jason. How did he get a
J-
hold of you? And he kind
yeah.
of
How
put
did
me
he
with
get me?
Snuggy. I know Snuggy and other people,
I
and
think it was the right time. Also, it's like around this time also,
yeah.
five a.m. here, which is
Well, you're here now for the
yeah.
duration, however long. Thank you for getting up so early for me.
No, no, no,
You
no.
know,
I'm usually up so very late, but
yeah,
um, I didn't want to wake up like
yeah,
4:50 a.m. and then be not
yeah.
have that energy. I'd rather be just awake the whole time, and
Well, this
and
month
I'm
I
really
start
anticipating the
my
show.
job, and then I do a daily show at 4 at this time every
Yes,
day, 7 days a week, and
actually, I like
we
this time. This time
do you
is good for
okay?
me because
Well,
it's
good.
quiet. Usually
Okay,
the my internet, not everybody's using the internet in my house. I got like so much crap hooked onto it in the
yeah,
router that I like quiet times like this. Everybody's
okay,
asleep. It's all dedicated to you and to
yeah,
whoever I'm with.
yeah. That's good. That's good. I'm glad we're at a convenient time for you because we're at around dinner time. It's not the most convenient time, but
Is
it's
it?
well,
It's
I mean, it's People
5
generally
p.m.,
eat about
4 p.m.
6 p.m. here. It's like
Oh, okay,
4 here. It's a little early,
okay.
but I mean, we generally go for a couple hours. It just depends. It
Yeah.
varies. But my time is yours, and for however long you can stay, whatever. Love to talk comics. What got you into doing comics, and were you did you read comics when you were younger?
Well, yeah. Before I went to the states, I think I was already 13 when I went to the states. My childhood I spent in the Philippines in the time of martial law.
Oh,
So a
oh,
lot of content, as limited as it was in those days, was
yeah.
very, very limited. There were cartoons that were banned, which I didn't know. Like my favorite
Hmm.
cartoon was banned when I was a kid,
And what was
and
your favorite cartoon?
it was this anime. It was called Voltus
Oh,
Five. A
okay,
lot of
okay.
our comics buddies know about it, and that was one of it. It was banned because of political reasons for some reason. I don't know. Like the
Hmm.
bad guy was associated with the president or whatever. And what comics is huge here in the Philippines ever since then. And when you go to somebody's house, as a flex is to show your Avengers Color Separation cover. There would be stacks of comic books right by the door. Like everybody would just, like local comics, okay? Like
Hmm.
it just stacks and stacks and stacks of books, and I had the same. But when I got to America, when specifically American comic books, and I've said this to I think Peter Samadi also. I only had two pieces of American comic books. I had an Iron Man issue, and I think Captain America, and they sold it in grocery stores then, in like like in a
So,
bag
so
and
you've
everything.
done some work for Alternate Comics?
No, no, I was on his Peter's
Oh,
show,
you were on his
so
show.
he
Okay,
asked the
okay.
same thing, how I got into comics, and I
Yeah.
told him about that. That I only had two pieces of American comic books, and I always loved. Uh, I distinctly remember just one simple shot how it got so much emotion out of it and so much meaning of just
Hmm.
Captain America's silhouette, because you already know how he looks like. He's in the cover, and
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
that star that he had, and
Yeah.
how so simple that was. And it was, I think it was like a long panel,
Hmm.
and, and yeah, and
Just
a
the
lot of
power of.
Spider-Man the strips in the
Hmm.
newspaper,
Hmm.
Stanley
Hmm.
and Romita, all that. And
Yeah.
yeah, I would draw those, and I would copy them, try to figure out
Hmm.
how it's done, get the costumes just right. That's how.
Somewhere here, I've got a Superman strip like that. That was
Yeah,
actually in the,
yeah,
and then it would be like in a lot of them would be on the daily newspapers. They would be like black and white, but on Sundays they would be in color.
yep,
Um,
yep.
yeah, but this May 4th, which is kind of like
A
unofficial
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars days as
Yes.
well. But
Oh,
it's also free comic book day, and I usually
okay.
don't catch those things. But if you'd like to see what I got, this is what I got today. Um, I got Archie Horror Presents The Cursed Library Prelude, which is kind of a distress cover. I love
That's pretty
the
cool.
making it look old and chipped and
Yeah.
everything, but it's a new, sort of got that EC horror vibe or something going on about it. Um,
Wow.
I'm more superhero oriented, but um, I went to two stores, by the way. I got five
Okay.
books at one. They
Uh
limited
huh.
you to five books. They had all kinds of sales going on. And then I went up to the one that I go to the most often, and they said you could get one of each per household. You could get every book there if you wanted. And a lot was missing by the time I got there because I'd already done a show. There's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
So
So
who
you
is
got
the
those
Night
free?
Watcher? Yeah, got them free.
Was
Just
that
walked in,
today?
got them free, and
Today?
left.
Yeah. No. Awesome.
25 years of Ninja Turtles now. I guess is that right? Or maybe IDW 25 years. That's what it is.
Mm.
Because Ninja Turtles older than that. They're like
Yeah.
over
Yeah. Yeah.
40 years old. Um, Conan.
Damn.
That
You
was
got.
the
You got.
Blackstone
You got the
from
good stuff.
Titan. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Are you a Conan fan? Or
I love Conan.
yeah.
I have I don't I think I have a cup. Wow, nice.
Yeah,
I
that's
have
kind of like an
the
old EC look, EC comics,
yeah.
the old
Uh-huh,
horror
of course.
comics from the
Horror
50s.
comics.
Yeah.
Um Heavily censored in those days. They tried to.
Mm.
I have Conan, a magazine size Conan with I think Bushima was the artist.
Oh yeah. Um, I'm doing a book on him, by the way. I've got a bunch of original Conan artwork. Uh,
Oh,
I think I've got some
John
back here
Bushima's.
if
You
you want to
do.
see them.
He's one of my
Uh,
favorite artists.
the first superhero, in my opinion, I might be wrong.
Yeah.
Probably the first one I saw. Popeye, isn't he?
Cool.
He takes the spinach,
Yeah.
he gets superpowers.
Yeah, I used to watch the cartoons.
Now you know Jack Kirby.
Of course. The king.
In the 30s, I don't know if you knew this about this, but in the 30s, he was an in-betweener at doing the Popeye cartoons. He would do the in-between shots. So he was doing
Oh.
animation work on those old Popeyes, doing
That I
in-between
didn't
pictures.
I didn't know that.
And he also did a couple of Scooby-Doo episodes in the 70s. He did I think 1977 Fantastic Four. He was kind of
Yeah.
like a character designer on that. And he was also a character designer on Thunder the Barbarian in the 80s.
Mm. Oh, that I
You
can
may
see.
know this character, European character there, Asterix. I don't know if you do or not.
I do not know Asterix.
Okay. They
Unfortunately.
Europeans would know them. That's more of a
Yeah.
European thing. Mad Magazine.
Of course. I
Okay,
love
there we
Mad.
go. There's a Mad one I picked up.
That's one of the ones without what's that funny guy's face? The iconic Mad
Oh,
magazine
Alfred
guy.
P. Newman.
Yes.
Loud House. I think that's a cartoon.
Cool.
This is a little bit smaller in size, you can
Yeah.
see. Put out by Nickelodeon.
Mm.
Gable Penny
I'm
Shot.
surprised
He's
the
usually
European the Asterix one is American size too.
Energon Universe. So that's
Cool.
I
Megatron.
guess Transformers. Are you a
Mm-hmm.
Transformer fan?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
Thundercats?
Oh yeah. Of
Yeah.
course. Yes. Thundercats
Yeah.
and I think they tried Silverhawk or something after
Mhm.
that.
Cursed Universe.
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
I'm not either, but I'll find out about it,
It looks
for
cool.
free. Barbaric. Good art in this. More sort of like Octopus Cowboy style, just
Wow.
more detailed and whatnot.
Looks dark.
Uh, so I made out pretty good. All these were free.
Yes, you did.
Ultra Duck.
When did these come out?
Today.
No, when did they come out? These issues, a lot of like Ultra Duck, and
Well, they
they've been out a while.
put these out specifically for Free Comic Book Day
Oh,
to give
okay.
away. See, Free Comic Book
Wow.
Day up there. Johnny Quest.
Of course, yes.
Yeah, Johnny Quest. Probably
So they put those issues out for Free Comic Book Day.
they put the issues out now. The comic book shops buy them at a
Uh-huh.
discount or whatever, and they give them
Oh,
away. And then that's a
promotion.
good way to get people coming to the comic book stores. And there are some that like put a limit, on it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you got so many people coming. One shop did, one didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the stuff from that one shop, since I kind of got there a little bit late, not too bad, was out of a bunch of stuff, I'm sure, because there was a Flash Gordon one I was hoping to pick up.
Oh,
But and sadly, maybe, I'll pick it up online or something, on eBay. There's a lot of, but yeah, they do that once a year. Usually I miss it. I just skip it. I blow it off. This year I didn't. They had a lot of people.
a lot of people.
Apex Comics. I co-host with him over on his channel on Saturday nights. Pale Rider in the house. Rex,
Hey
if you want to
guys.
snag cheap collectibles from Pops, he's auctioning stuff. There's only a few people in chat. I know I was on his auction earlier. He needed somebody to come in there, and I, went in there. Sadly, zero money. I think I got $1 in the bank right now. Dollar
Oh,
and 8 cents. So, yeah, I'd like to pick up on some of those great deals, but nah, not today. I'm over
I
here
s-
with Jason Orfalas, man. Are you kidding? I wouldn't leave this spot if you got a crowbar and was trying to pry me out of the chair. Um, he's got one of the best crowd-funded books out there. Great looking artwork. Now, what is your part in that, Jason? You write it, you draw it, what?
the whole thing I do. The whole
You
thing,
do the
everything.
whole thing. So you color it.
Yeah. I
God,
yeah,
you're
I
a
color it.
genius. Marry me, will you?
I tried that twice already.
Okay, yeah, I did too. I did too.
But I got lucky the third time. Very, very
Okay,
lucky.
right, my man. Now, do you
You gotta
play the
keep trying.
guitar? I see a guitar up there. Do you
Oh
play?
yeah. I love the guitar, yes.
Yeah. Now you'll have to talk when my co-host comes in here. I don't know where my co-host is. He may be over there trying to snag, or he may be just out in the
Some
chat
art.
listening. Yeah. Um, but he's a big supporter of independent comics. How did you find out the crowdfunding scene and on YouTube and stuff like that? Because you've got your own channel, and
Yeah.
his Twitter, his link to his Twitter is down below, along with his YouTube
Thank you
channel
for
and
that
to his book, which Snuggie
campaign.
has also put in the chat earlier. Um, and we'll be looking at the trailer. And like I say, chop it up. It's Viewmaster quality on my internet, but hey, you know. Copy ass theater. We'll bring it up. We'll play it or try to. But yeah, man, I love it. I love the trailer. And you make multiple trailers. And I've played all of them at one point or another.
Did you?
You had some good trailers. Now, do you do that part of the campaign at all, as well, the trailers?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That took me a while. The animation parts of the
Yeah,
animation there and everything.
yeah,
The
because you got a
editing.
lot of cuts there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got a good design sensibility. What is your kind of background in the arts? Just kind of
I
self taught or what?
yeah self taught.
Uh huh.
The only I only went to school for actually for writing.
Okay.
And that was like when I was already professional because I wanted to write my own stuff. I've been trying to write since I was a kid,
Yeah.
and it only clicked like I don't know how old I was already,
Yeah.
but I went to school for art. No, I didn't go to school for art. I mean, I
Well,
just drew all the
first
time.
you have to have something to say, and I think
Yeah.
having some life experiences and knowing something
Yes.
about life helps, right?
That
You
helps a
see
lot.
that? You see that? And a couple divorces later, you know, I
Oh,
kind of
you
know a
too,
few
huh?
things. I know nobody gives me
Okay.
any credit for anything, but I never learned the
I'm getting there
guitar set.
myself. It's gonna be a while for
Yeah.
me, but yeah, I'm
Whoops.
getting there.
Hey, somebody's pecking at the door. Just a minute.
No problem. Oh, I got the whole show to myself. I got the whole show to myself. It's so hard to host. You see, I don't know what to say.
All right, I'm back.
All
That was
right.
just I never get anybody
Oh
peck
my
at my
goodness, I was
door.
starting to get nervous there. I was like, that was 30 seconds.
Oh, you
No,
want
like,
you want me to make you nervous? There you go.
oh no. I see enough of that. I see enough of that.
I do too. I left home once. Now, when you were in the States, what states were you in?
Well, I was in New York City,
Okay.
Flushing,
Okay.
and actually we were on our way to Jersey,
Okay.
and I told my mom. I told her we're already in New York City. Why the hell are we gonna go anywhere else? Or why are we gonna go to Jersey?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I said, let's try to make it here. And I got a job at 13. I don't know if that was. I guess I had papers then. I don't know if that was allowed, but I got a job and never stopped working until now. I guess. And
Apex Comics says, "How do you produce your trailers, Jason's the
produce.
programs you use?
Oh,
What
the
kind of
the
programs?"
programs.
Uh,
I edited with Logic Pro. Hey Shadow.
okay.
Um,
Hey, Jason. Good to meet you, sir.
glad to meet you, sir. And
Shadowhawk, I fawned over him till you got here for 30 minutes.
I'm
You can
sorry
tell him
about
how
that,
much
man.
we love his book and his trailers and stuff. And
I'm so sorry. I laid down to take a quick little nap and woke up a wee bit late.
oh,
I
thank you,
apologize,
Apex.
fellas. It's all right.
but that's fine. I just thought, wow, because I saw you over there at Pop's auction earlier. We were
Yeah,
just getting
yeah.
ready to do a little dance, make a little love to
Oh,
Octopus Cowboy
excellent.
Oh,
and
you're gonna
show
play the
him
whole
my
thing.
Viewmaster quality here.
This is gonna be long.
I know, but we play it. We love it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I love the music.
I have so many questions.
Okay.
So many questions. Okay.
Probably not that many. Just a couple.
You know what
A
you're
lot of
thinking,
times I
punk.
will skip the
You're
front
thinking
part of it and go
35, 30
straight to the
shots of
music.
29.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, to tell you the truth, he's forgotten himself in all this excitement.
Now, do you are you a lot? Are you like a good, bad, and the ugly fan? You know, some of the spaghetti westerns because
Yes.
you took some of, the animated where he's on the horse. Shadowhawk is straight out of the movies. The
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
openers of those. Yeah, and these
Like.
pistols right here, I stopped really good. I created a character called
Oh,
Midnight. My first.
yeah.
These are the old. I'm not sure what you call these. Are these the old
Colt
Colt styles?
Walker. Yes,
Colt
Colt
Yeah,
Walker.
Walker.
Yeah,
that's
48,
this.
1848.
a single shot, not a lever action. You gotta actually cock those to fire.
Exactly. And I think
Yes.
these were like Civil War era, maybe a little after,
A little before.
a little bit
About
before.
a
Okay.
dozen years before. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yep.
this
This
is
is
the
the
kind of
outlaw
gun.
Josie Wales gun.
Yeah, this
Uh,
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
This
the
is
one.
this is what Midnight carries, my character. Although the
awesome.
picture that I have up on the campaign is a later Colt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I want her to have because they're just so intimidating look, like you said, outlaw Josie Wells.
And
Um,
they're like
Yeah.
really huge.
yeah, they're
Mhm.
huge and
Powerful.
heavy. Yeah.
Long, yeah.
Big old chunky things.
But Peter, this is the 44th Cold Walker, the most powerful handgun in the West. I'm gonna blow your head.
Now you put the see, I can't even talk. I'm stuttering. You put the little lens flare in there on purpose, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you're kind of
And
going for that. I'm really surprised you didn't kind of make it
actually,
grainy like film.
oh yeah. I don't know if I put a little grain in it, but the gun when it was the spinning gun. If you look
Yeah.
frame by frame, like I
Uh-huh.
animated every single lighting on that. I drew in the lighting
Uh-huh.
to
Uh-huh.
Oh,
fit
wow.
the light source for that.
And it goes I mean, your time here has not been wasted. I mean, this is quite a production. I mean, if you're looking for an IP to get noticed, for
Well,
somebody to want to maybe do a film or a cartoon, or I don't know how
actually,
easy it would be to, an
yeah,
octopus is probably not the thing you want to animate because he's got like 8 different legs, right?
so
But
hard. It would be hard, very
it
hard.
is, yeah. But I mean, you really got a great IP. When I think of Octopus Cowboy, I think of great IPs like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
and things like that. It's an out there ideal, or
Yeah.
Six Gun Gorilla. You know,
Yeah. It's
there's a lot of people
perfect for comics.
that know Six Gun Gorilla and would love to see a team up between Six Gun Gorilla and Octopus Cowboy. That
Well,
would be a
we
pretty.
don't we never know.
Yeah, we never
Yeah,
know. That's
that,
right.
You
yeah,
never
that's
know.
awesome.
You gotta ask yourself a question.
But dude, the production on this is
Do I
spectacular. I
feel
love it.
lucky?
Yeah, 1848, I think.
Well, do you punk?
I mean, he even looks like the guy from Dirty Harry. That's awesome.
He's better than shark. Wrestle the gorilla. Stomped the hyena. And that was before he had a gun.
All right. Before I go on to that, I want to bring us up because wait a minute here. And all right, so get that off and then bring us back here and then bring that up again. So we're off to the side because I want Jason to watch me dance. This is great. I love it.
So that's one of the questions I got,
If
Jason.
you
Did you
can't have
have
fun to this,
His back.
if you can't have fun to this trailer, you just can't have fun. You know, it's great.
I think awesome. How much did you have to do with the music, Jason?
With the what?
With the
Okay. All
music.
right.
Oh, the music.
Sorry. Yes. Because the music is spectacular, dude. I love the Octopus Cowboy song. The lyrics are great.
If you want to see Circle 60, it's a band in the UK that got in touch with me when you see the credits in the beginning, this guy Morgan Nichols. You can
Yeah.
even
Okay.
see him like doing bass in YouTube, and he stepped in for this band Muse for a while, and he's also toured with like, my God, like with the Who when they back in
Oh, wow.
the few days ago, few years, a dozen years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know
when
but
Entwistle died and stuff. Yeah.
I don't even remember. He has a really good record for like these
Oh, no,
bands that he
I
toured
was
with.
just wondering. I was thinking maybe you were part of the band or something. Because, I mean, the
I
song
had
is just so
nothing to do
perfect
with it.
for... No, okay.
I had nothing to do with the. But the thing is, if he did not contact me on Instagram because he liked Octopus Cowboy and he backed the book, he liked it and he wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Like to talk, he wanted to collaborate with his music. He said, hey, I have this track, this and that, and if you'd love to, I would love to work with you with
Did
if
you
you
write
have
the
no
narration that goes with
no
it?
he wrote he
He
did
wrote
all
the
that.
narration. Okay. Wow.
He even got the voiceover. He did the whole production for the audio and everything, even the
Oh,
sound
wow.
effects and everything. I could not ask for anything more. That's why I took, I think, 2 months of my time to do it because
Yeah.
I really like the music, and I said it doesn't happen all the time. Usually, when somebody contacts you on Instagram, it's usually just some promotion solicitation thing
Yeah,
that
it's
goes
usually not.
nowhere.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then this guy just, I don't know, heaven sent, I guess. God sent him, and I just
All
had
right,
to
because
answer with whatever visual
I
I got.
really have to at least get a digital download of this song, man. I mean, it's good stuff. I love
Yeah,
it.
I told him earlier he needed to put it
The,
out on disc so that we could dance to it or something.
yeah, their other music is really good. It's really good.
Oh, we're gonna check it out, definitely.
It's
Let's
Oh,
it's
yeah,
kind of like a
for sure.
psychedelic rock thing, like the early Pink Floyd stuff,
Oh, I
Yeah.
would probably
and
All right,
love that. Okay.
very nice.
All right, and Jason does play guitar. We'll get into that in a moment, but we're gonna finish this
Oh,
trailer
all
and
right.
I'm gonna dance, monkey, dance. Love this.
That horse is animated beautifully as well. Oh,
Some say he's a rumor, some say he's just myth. Some think it impossible and things such as him could exist. 'Cause this was switchback tell him his cage. Don't get him mad, don't get him wrong.
Yeah, I had the little King Kong.
He's bigger and better than 20 King Kongs. Don't double cross him, don't do him no wrong. He's an 8-legged gunsling, cephalopod.
Coming at you from London town. Music, Circle 60, narrated by yours truly. MC,
Not 20, huh?
Past Infinite. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I love that part. Bye.
Yeah. Woo! He said, I thought I'd have to, hire somebody to do the voiceover. But he tells me, no, man. I got this guy. He has this voice of Johnny Cash and like Iggy Pop, and he sounds like he smokes like 100 cigarettes a day or something. And it's like, all right. So I said, fine, So he took care of everything. So
Actually, Johnny Cash was born about 45 minutes from where I'm at right here.
really?
In
That's right.
fact, he's was born in population 0 out there in the middle of nowhere. Okay, the town was started in the 40s. In fact, Eleanor Roosevelt dedicated the little town. It was kind of like a socialist experiment. They gave everybody a mule or a tractor and a little plot of land and stuff like that. And that's how the little town that Johnny Cash was born in. And there was a baseball player that was a professional baseball player born there as well. When you go into the little town, it has a sign up there, home of Johnny Cash, and then that other guy as well. It's out in the middle of nowhere. And my mother actually donated some old farm equipment, some old mule-drawn farm equipment to set out there at Johnny Cash's house. So there's some farm equipment that we donated that sits on Johnny Cash's house, estate.
Isn't it amazing how people are grown from those little towns that you find out and actually they go, elsewhere, like let's say Hollywood or another big city or Nashville or whatever. But you find out that's where they come from. Usually.
Yeah, Glenn Campbell, if you know him, he's from Arkansas. That's where I'm at. I'm in Arkansas. Shadowhawk's up there around Chicago, outside of Chicago. That's where he's at.
Nice.
So you stayed in New York when you were in America. What kind of drew you back to the Philippines?
I just got tired.
Yeah.
I just got tired of living in the city. What I did was I went back and forth for a while. I wasn't even sure, I wasn't even sure. So maybe if I had moved to Texas or somewhere else, it'd be different. But living almost 30 years in a high-paced town and in this high energy every day, it's like you gotta fight for your space. You have to fight for your space in the subway, in the street, and just freaking walking down, to go to work. Sometimes and there, I didn't live in a good area. I lived here and there, and there'd be gangs once in a while. I wasn't into them, but they sort of run into me for some reason, and which I outgrew that, and eventually look for something look for the quiet, some peace, a little bit. But
how long you been drawing? Did you start out very young age?
Well, Professionally, I think I was 19 when I got my first check. But yeah, before when I was a kid, that's all I did. I just drew, you know, drew,
Okay.
make up
Yeah.
stories,
That
try
makes
to
sense.
figure out how something's done. And
When did you pick up the guitar, and then what do you play? What have you got back there on the wall?
well, that's my wife's actually. It's
Oh,
better
is it?
than what I had. And she
Oh,
picked
my
a
wife
better guitar,
plays
and I kind of
too.
like this one. It's a Fender. It's a Fender. I don't know what
Okay.
the model is, but
Okay.
I started playing when I was already 37. When I had lots
Okay.
of
Oh,
time, and I kind of
Hey, Mike.
make up your own songs here and there. I try to learn some, but I kind of like figuring stuff out by myself. So
Yeah.
just relax.
Well,
yeah.
I tell you what, that Circle 60 that did your trailer, I love their
That guy could
music
play.
already,
Yeah,
Look
for
those
up their
guys
for
are
other
good.
different
songs.
reasons.
They
It
got a
just
channel. It's good.
it seems new, but it seems old
Classic.
to me as
Yeah.
well. It's
Yeah, it's
got a
got a
stick,
kind of that
a
retro
s-
feel to it.
yeah, I would say like 60s vibe to it. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. And
Mm-hmm.
it's really almost like scored like a movie where you got the Leone, him riding the horse and dun 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 dun. It just that
Yeah,
he
it's awesome.
tailor made it to your trailer. It's awesome.
I I don't really say it often in any stream that I'm on,
Yeah.
but I've actually done two films. I've directed, and produced and
Oh, really?
storyboarded, and I've done the soundtrack and everything.
Okay, so
So
Oh,
you
damn,
know
buddy.
that's
something
why
about
I took
editing and
the editing and the
shots
timing,
and yeah.
the mise en scène. I didn't go
Hmm.
to school for that, also, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just had to get
Wow.
it out there, just like Octopus
I,
Cowboy. I don't really know where it's gonna go. It's just
Jason, I got a secret for you. I've got this. Now, this is just my opinion. Okay, this is
yeah,
just my opinion. But the best artists are
And,
self-taught, are really self-taught. The ones that kind of work through the problems themselves. They might have a little
yeah,
formal training that always helps to get some of the basics down. But I mean, if you get a magazine and start copying, like you were talking about, I mean,
yeah,
they're the ones that have the passion, that has the fortitude to press on and to actually make something of themselves. And I think when you're self-taught, you got something to prove as well. You know, I don't know. I
yeah,
could be wrong about that,
and
but
like you're so
I,
interested that you don't want to wait for the lessons. Really, you just want it's a
I
puzzle
know
that
when
yeah.
it
you'd like to
comes, I don't
solve.
want to read instructions. You've lost me. I just want to do it. I would put together a model and I would have extra pieces left over. I would build a plane with no landing gear. I could pretend that it landed. Who needs landing gear?
Yeah,
You
Too
I
know,
much
think when
detail.
Citizen
too much
Kane,
details. Right.
yeah, even in Citizen Kane, like
Hey, Dark.
yeah,
Yeah, Citizen Kane. Yeah,
Well, Chet.
yeah, the
1939.
lighting and
Yeah.
you know,
Um, I just happen to have it here. The very year that Wizard of Oz and Citizen came out, um, uh, probably one of the best years, if not the best looked at. This came out too, 1939, Big Little Book, Son of Tarzan,
holy cow.
Yeah, look at that little booger.
1939. Yeah, yeah. Cardboard cover. These things are great. These big little books. The way these came about is they had a little block left over after trimming,
Mm-hmm.
and Whitman said, I could make a big little book out of that, and this was just
Oh.
trimmed off little pieces of paper that he said I could make a book out of that. And he started a whole series. This is number 1477 in 1939. And I know
That's
they made these
crazy.
things all the way up to the 70s.
Damn.
Oh, that's another
Uh,
good question. Jason, I thought Rex, I heard him say are you in the Philippines right now? You're out of the country?
Yes, I'm in the
mhm.
Philippines right now.
Okay. Did you guys have free comic book day today?
Oh, I don't know.
No,
I don't
because
think
he's
so.
No.
yeah.
I was just wondering
Cause
because they do in England. I didn't know because the Philippines is a
oh
really popular spot for artists and stuff. You would think they would do
yes,
free
yes,
comic.
but I'm so disconnected from everything.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta tell you, I picked
This
a
is why
place
we.
like
This is
way
the
down
first time
south.
we've seen Jason.
Yeah.
You're probably a big family guy. You like your peace and your solitude.
Oh, the quietest place. I'm telling you, the
Yeah,
Yes,
quietest.
yeah,
no,
It's, and I'm telling you, it's so rare. Like to not even have to lock your front door. I know it's
yeah,
not. It's rare in the Philippines. I'm telling you, but
yeah.
I don't really
oh,
have to.
it's
That's how
rare here
quiet it is
too, man.
here and secure and all that. So yeah, I got lucky picking out a place. Way down,
Growing up
way.
around here, no one ever used to lock their front
I
door. In
know.
fact,
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
dude,
probably
when we were
about
kids. Shit.
I was probably about 18 years old. I didn't even lock my car door when I
Yeah.
went into like Burger King or McDonald's or someplace like that. And then one day I said, this is stupid. If I don't want stuff stolen, even the chance of it, I'm going to start locking it. And that
Yeah.
was
Well,
probably a smart move, because
And when I would go upstate and visit and stay far away from the city, they didn't lock their doors either, and the lady would tell me, "You locked the door. We couldn't get in." I'm like, "Yeah, but why would you leave it open?" I said, "We don't lock
yeah.
the door.
that-
This ain't New York City."
yeah, yeah.
I don't want somebody stealing my stereo.
Apex wants to know if there's still spinner racks. You know what a spinner rack
Oh
is in the
yes,
It's a
yeah,
Philippines.
yeah,
spinner,
there
right?
is. Yeah, of course.
There are spinner racks in the Philippines, really?
Well, there's still some shops here where they're like, like
Again,
so dedicated to comic books that they would have that stuff. Like even the bookstores, like the top floor is all comics.
This is Ultimate Shilling, Shadowhawk. I want you to see this. The first artist of Melvin, because it's all about Melvin, folks, was from the
hey, hail to
Philippines.
the
Ah,
And like he says, if I don't shill my own book, who else will, Rex? I agree
exactly.
with that.
Timothy is a good friend of the show and a
oh,
lovely gentleman.
He's going to work Melvin or some, now he's got a new book out, which you received the other day.
Yes, Zed and Odie
Odysseus.
#1 from
Yeah.
Velvet Comics. It's humorous, kind of a parody of Star Wars, the droids,
Okay.
C-3PO and R2D2, and a lot of fun. A
Now,
lot of
Jason,
fun.
do
Drawn,
you
drawn
only
by
work
Rob Ewing, I believe.
do you work only digitally, or do you do both, right? Traditional and what
well,
are you
right
doing
now
now?
I do digital, but I did
Okay.
a few pages of Octopus Cowboy, the first one, like
Okay.
traditional. But I started with traditional. I only started with like Bristol
Right.
and pencil, and that's like
Yeah.
that actually defines most of my work in comics. It's most I got like stacks and stacks of original art, like
No, dude, you gotta come on
downstairs.
some auctions.
Yeah, I tried, but I kind of like to keep like someday I'd probably I kind of
Yeah,
like keep them those
he's
pages.
one of those guys.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
Yeah.
know.
gonna hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's too
Dude,
good.
this is
So
beautiful.
I
Go back, Greg.
thank you.
That shot right there, man, where he's half in the water, and
Oh,
I the
that's
first
Side
time I
sat,
saw this,
yeah,
yeah, side saddle, and he's got the gun out.
side
The
saddle.
first time I saw this campaign, I was like, oh, that's just so cool. I mean, you pulled that off so well, dude.
Yeah, you can put them in all these situations. Isn't it cool? It's like I've never seen that before. Like that's the thing though that keeps me going with the book. It's like I've never seen this before. So
well. Who would think of to put an octopus on the land?
yeah.
Exactly.
One
Okay.
one of the
And
one of
this
the
is probably too much lore, but how does he fucking manage to survive on land?
There's a lot of little tricks he does, but the thing is, I
Okay.
kind of give you a hint that it's not an ordinary, octopus.
right.
It's in his. You can
Well,
see his
yeah,
eyes right there.
obviously he's
Yeah,
not like your
but
average octopus, but
okay, I'll tell you one story. I can tell you my plans, or I can just spoil it or whatever.
no, don't
Okay,
spoil it, dude. Don't spoil it.
no.
But I'm sorry, maybe I asked the wrong question. I don't want you to spoil anything.
Well, this is one way. He's got like three cantinas there. He keeps
Uh,
he keeps moisturized.
well, that's it. So he's very
Uh-huh.
limited.
Right. Well, I
Y-
did
y-
notice it looked like he had like some kind of like water carrying device or something with him.
Can he
Yeah,
change color like a real octopus?
yes, he can.
Okay.
So he
Um,
can like totally blend in with his environment if he
Camouflage.
wants to. Oh,
He
that's
can.
cool.
well, they're
Yeah,
they're almost like shapeshifters. Octopuses have a
dude, they can.
very
Yeah, they can actually
intelligent.
mimic the rocks around him and stuff. They
Yep.
change the texture of their
They're
skin.
so
Yeah,
scary. They're
Yeah,
they're
scary.
they
and they're smart, dude. Fucking super smart.
Yes.
yeah they have a intelligence that's off the
They've
A-
got a whole YouTube channels where they make these mazes and shit for these little octopuses to go through. And these things, like, it don't matter what you throw in front of them. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that fish. Watch this shit.
yeah. And that's the great thing about crowdfunding, Jason, is you can make trading cards,
Mhm.
bookmarks, vinyl stickers, and
Ooh,
people eat that stuff up.
Yeah.
And with your digital, you can put on extra. I thought this was really good. You show the supplies that
Mhm.
BCW, I think, is one of the best brands out there.
Yeah.
That makes comic book boxes, boards, and bags.
Yeah. I
Um,
researched all that.
Alright, cool.
So
yeah,
Apex,
yeah.
I
closer to
had to
the end of the
figure it
month,
out.
I might actually have some money.
They're and so you've got a catch up tier. Is that the high noon tier here?
High noon
Or
is. I think that's
Okay.
like everything.
okay,
Oh
that's
wait, what
all
is it? Oh
the
no, that's everything on the second campaign. I think.
okay, everything on the
Yeah.
second campaign. Then you have the
Yeah.
digital,
Yeah.
Is it?
book one
Alright.
digital. You got the
It's a
true
hundred.
grit.
It's
Is
104
there a
pages, by the way, internal.
is there a physical catch up tier, Rex? Because that's what I'm looking
Yeah, it's
for. I'm
on
gonna.
further down
Yeah,
here.
there
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
even
have to
got
get
a
When
number one
retailer.
and see.
That's great. You
I
got
don't
a
know how
retailer.
I missed the first one, Jason, but I saw the second trailer and Rex and I have been talking about it behind the scenes for
Mhm.
months. I mean, it's like, damn, this is amazing! Like, what a great trailer!
I haven't
The
played it. I was playing it the other day also. It's like I haven't played it for a while. Like I don't know, maybe 10 months like man, that's really cool. But I was
Oh,
Jason's
like
dude,
every
and
frame, every
well,
on every
and I
section I
guess
was thinking, you know how much I spent doing that part?
no,
How
probably.
long I
oh, thank you,
spent?
sir.
How long I spent? Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Shadowhawk, we just hit 401 subscribers. So, um,
You
Hell yeah, dude! Look,
awesome.
this is the run to 500 people. 99 more, and Rex gets monetized. Help us out, people.
Oh, okay.
Get, give us a little thumbs up. Give us a like. Give us a sub. It doesn't cost
excellent
nothing.
horse
Thank you.
anatomy. Absolutely. Drawing horses is not easy, much less gorillas or hyenas or any of this
Yeah.
other stuff.
Dude,
Um,
everything he does is fucking gorgeous.
And,
Everything.
I thought, I thought when I was thinking, you know what? If I ever come up with like a comic book or whatever again, would it be nice not to draw too many humans anymore and this and that? And so,
right?
oh, an octopus, okay, whatever. And it turns out because uh he's so powerful with all those guns. I ended up drawing even more humans and more like a bigger set piece, for the
Yeah,
action and everything because he can't just fight one guy, right?
right,
So
right.
I had to draw horses, which I don't do. I like creatures and the guns themselves. So I'm like, you really can't escape what the material,
How
it
many pistols
deserves.
does he have on him? He's got 8 arms.
Well, he does, but if you see that he can also like tuck in a pistol on his leg with his
Yeah, on
suction
the
cups.
suction cups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
Yeah.
you never know how much he has, but he has at
okay.
least 5
But now he's got to use some of the tentacles like we do
to stand.
legs to stand on,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
does.
Well, if he's riding a horse, he's got to use one to steer, right? Hold the reins.
Mm-hmm.
Now
But
you
that still
remember
leaves him 7.
I forget which movie it is. Maybe it's The Good, Bad, and Ugly. I can't remember.
Yeah.
There was the trilogy, A Fistful of Dollars,
Mm-hmm.
A Fistful of Dollars More, and The
Few
Good, Bad, and
dollars
the
more.
Ugly,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
I think
good, bad,
he's one of the
good.
greatest ending scores of anything. Love
Yeah.
that when they're going through the cemetery and having the standoff with the watch.
Ennio Morricone, the that composer.
And those were really only he out of all those Italian movies. Maybe the Trinity movies made a little bit, but basically those movies with Clint Eastwood were the only ones that really made any bank. They say out of all the Italian westerns, and there was a ton of them that they put out, but those were the
Yeah.
only ones that really made any money. You know, I've watched some documentaries. I love commentaries and documentaries and the behind the scenes things. You can learn a lot about filmmaking and what the process is of
Yeah.
directing and different shots and how we did this model and things like that. So that's the technical audio I can do. Now reading, you know, instruction manual, not so much. I don't want to slog through that, you know, unless I'm really interested in the subject, you know. But
Everything
so
right
stuck.
together has a couple extra screws left.
well, look,
Yeah.
I've only got so much time on this earth, and I cannot be slogging through the Sears catalog that's this thick, you know. What did you say was the final count, the page count on this?
Interior pages is 104 pages, just like the first one.
Okay.
First one's
Okay.
104. This one is 104.
You're a
So-
madman, but you're a good
So we're-
madman. Okay.
So we're at 208 already with 1 and 2. That's awesome,
Yeah.
bro. All
Right.
Yeah,
And
I can't wait to read this thing.
now the
Thank you.
catch-up tier ain't cheap. Okay, $215, but that's got 10% off.
Ow.
And
Oh.
But
you
that's
get
everything.
you
That's
get
everything.
book two variant A and B.
Yeah.
You get book one. You get one, and these are first printings, right, from the first campaign.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'll have left, but I think I have enough to
Okay,
fulfill.
and then we got
a
variant
good-
one, variant two. We got campaign one collectibles, so all the tchotchkes, campaign two collectibles, and you get the exclusive Casey trading card, which is what with this campaign.
The trading card with Casey was when if you signed up for the email campaign before
No.
it starts.
On
So-
this one. Okay.
But yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
Is there an
but-
option for just like the
Nope. Nope.
cover A and cover B of book 1 and 2, or
Nope.
no?
Nope.
you can like you can customize your order by picking one, and then on the add-on page,
And then do an
however
add-on.
you want to
Okay.
add, yeah,
Oh,
add or
okay.
not. But the thing is, you know, I made this a lot simpler in the beginning, but people kept asking me, "Where's the first one? Where's the first one?" So
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, the first one will be if you order the second one, you can add it on." But some
Okay.
people, well, I want to buy the first one first and see. Okay, so I put everything there, and it got messy. And somebody would say, "Why is it so messy?" Like, you know,
I
got
know.
the
dude. You,
option.
you can't please everybody, man. You
But
just
Well,
can't.
I'm
just
glad
one
to
guy.
hear-
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm glad to hear that you have add-on options. You know, you really
Yeah.
don't know till you click on one of them to see what is possible. You know, as far as add-ons.
And
I
you
know
know what?
I'll
To
try-
tell you,
Yeah.
To tell you honestly, I just wanted to make a book, and
Yeah.
all the variants. I really didn't want to make the variants, but
Why?
I
Why?
like the cover that came out. But I was looking at other campaigns, and they have variants and they have bookmarks. And
Right.
all right, I'll do those. But I'm really just interested in the interior pages if I could. But you know, but
And bro,
the
I'll tell
fact-
you what. I mean, and I'm a huge backer. I know you don't know me yet, but I back like crazy amounts of indie comics.
I told him about you.
I do not give a shit about the number of variant covers. Like 2 or 3 is plenty.
Thank you.
I mean, you know, anything more than that, and it's just like, okay, now I feel like you're trying to take extra money from me, you know.
Yeah, well,
And,
if you
and
look-
nothing
if you
against
look
you,
at-
nothing against you personally, dude, because I know, you know, everybody else does it too. I
Yeah.
see it. But I'm just saying personally, I feel like, you know, once you hit like 5, 6, 7 variant covers, that's
that's
a little
so much.
fucking excessive, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And over on Kickstarter, they seem to like the variant. I mean, you know,
Oh yeah, Kickstarter is crazy
that's-
about the variants. You got to do like 25 of them, man, just to
that's
even
crazy.
get noticed.
That's insane. Yeah.
It's-
on the
yeah,
third book, actually, I'm just gonna do one. just
Yeah.
one.
Cool. Awesome.
And
Well, you know,
because I have so
every
many
cover that you have
accessories.
though on this campaign is awesome looking. It
No,
really
yeah,
Yeah,
is.
I'm
that's
not
what I
saying
said. I
any of
did
them are
not mean.
terrible. It's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to make like three covers. Like, but when I saw that there's demand, and I made the covers anyway, and I made it like really unique. And actually, there's a theme. If you look at the main cover is always him and the horse. If you look at the
mm,
second cover, it's always red. You know, it always has a red theme. It's always him with alone with the guns, just him.
Okay.
And then
okay.
the
Mm,
third cover, it's always the three of them. You know, so it actually there's variety in the
right,
variant.
and
So
yeah,
there's it
and
makes
you only did
sense.
3, dude. So that's that's
Yeah.
reasonable. I'm telling you, like, but you see it a lot. And there's people that do 6, 7, 8, 15. It's like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, it's more than the
Shadowhawk,
interior pages.
Can you kick yourself for a second and come back in
Yep,
because
be
you're
back.
starting to walk? Okay. He's on. He's doing it from his telephone, so he starts to wobble and we start getting echo.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't bother me, but it bothers other people. And
Okay.
I want you to be able to hear what he's saying because it is a little distracting. Um, yeah, I think you put together a great campaign. Love the music.
Thank you.
Love the even teaser trailers and other things that you do. You can see that you put a lot of work into it, and I've been pushing it because frankly, I don't think people's getting enough love. You know, I think I do think that it's you need to get out there more. It would be
I
my
know.
only criticism, and I know that you know that already. Um,
That's something that I can see. It's
yeah,
always been my thing,
yeah,
sir. If you
yeah.
have, if I can tell you honestly, and I would put in the work in everything. Like it doesn't have
Mhm.
to be this something, but when it comes to just going out there and promoting, and I do it. And I'm invited like this, I'm energetic, and I said, wow, that was a really great stream.
Yeah, at
But
5
when I
a.m., you're a peach.
yeah, but when I'm but when I'm backstage, when I'm off stage,
Yeah,
and I retreat back to that headspace or whatever you call
yeah,
that. These
yeah. Well,
young
you have your
whippersnappers
own
call it nowadays.
channel, and the link is down in the description. How often do you stream? Just kind of sporadically?
I don't stream.
You don't? Now,
I
see,
do
you
not.
got to start streaming at least maybe
Yeah,
once every 2 weeks or something,
I
for
know, but
fans like me that have to have more
I would
Jason,
want to.
Jason, Jason.
I would
Tell
want.
me about your film work. What was your two films
It's
about?
it's just independent. It's just stuff I did here,
Right?
and but the last one I did was I really liked the last one, and that one, I think when did it premiere? I think it premiered. It premiered. It got picked up in festivals, you know,
Hmm.
and I even missed some because there was a volcano that exploded like near, like far
Well,
away.
I hope
I
you
missed
got
the
it on
emails.
film. I hope you got it on
Yeah,
film.
no, no. I mean when I finished the film, I got other invites, but it
Hmm.
premiered in Kolkata, India, and I got invited there, and also in Portugal, and Italy also,
Wow.
and in I won in Manhattan, Best Picture in this international film festival in
But
Manhattan,
they don't send you
and
they don't send you airfare, do they, to go to these things?
I they did, and India they did paid for everything. In
Okay.
Portugal, I was on the way there. They were paying for accommodations. I got the ticket. All right.
Uh-huh.
Guess what, man? COVID happened. The
Yeah.
coup happened.
Yeah.
My flight was 3 hours before my flight. I canceled it because the people,
Yeah.
the producer I was going with, the producers were going. They canceled,
Did you
and
ever
I was
get
gonna
the
go.
coup?
Sir, I think I did.
Yeah. You think you did?
On the
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
back, yeah, on the way
you
back on
don't
the
get the
plane,
crackle.
I got the worst fever in my life, and I did not know what it was.
Wow.
And then, like a week or 2 weeks later, I found out this horrible thing
Yeah.
that's happening all over the world.
It's
And I think I
amazing
got it.
the different
Yeah.
ways it affects different people. Like you had a fever. I didn't have a fever. Sometimes it
hmm
gets in your lungs. It didn't get in my lungs. Uh,
But
it's
but
it's
for a
crazy.
long time, I resisted the jab.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
but
yeah.
my wife got pregnant, and I have to go with her to the hospital. And they
Uh-huh.
won't allow you unless.
That's crazy. That's absolutely
And
insane to me.
and
Yeah.
I did, and
Wow,
I've never
damn,
said,
bro. So
I
they,
haven't said it to anybody. Also, that freaking thing gave me the worst tinnitus in my ear, and
hmm
my quiet peace has been gone. It's gone. I can't even concentrate sometimes unless I have like this static or some rain
Yeah.
background
I was
thing
very
going on.
fortunate. I did not get it, so I did not. But I got COVID really
Yeah.
bad. I wound up in my bathtub, over the bathtub like this. My
Did you get?
head's.
Yeah.
I just swooned off the commode and just right into the bathtub. So I'm like this. I'm like with my ass up in the air. I'm thinking, my God, I'm gonna die.
I
Like,
never know when he's serious or not.
no, I'm serious. I'm serious.
He's
Did you
serious,
get? You
but
got it?
it's
You got
still
the
I'm
flu?
funny.
serious. This really happened. Yeah, I got up out of
Okay.
bed very weak, and I went and sat down on the commode there, just and just swooned and went right over into the bathtub. And so I think I'm gonna die with my ass up in the air, and you know,
But
and
but I
and I drove
yeah.
myself to the hospital that day, but they gave me a antibody treatment the next day. On my way home, because I drove myself to the hospital, I wrecked my car. I totaled my car out, and my uncle, who had not been diagnosed yet, but he and my aunt had uh, COVID, and they got tested positive the next day for it. He came
Mhm.
and got me, thankfully,
Mhm.
and took me to get the medicine that they prescribed, and
Yeah.
then took me home, got me something to eat. Um,
And Rex is alive.
and
I
I'm
never got
alive. Yes. Yeah.
I never got the test. I never got tested for it because I never did. I never want to get the thing. So whenever I think I had like I got it 3 times, I think, and one time
Wow.
I was just on the floor. It was just so painful. My whole body, everything. It's like I just locked myself in the room. Didn't want anybody to catch it or whatever. Just
Uh-huh.
Well,
even
bro,
duct tape.
I got tested for it multiple times because, like, the industry I was working in, like, we had a
It's
nurse
required.
at the door. You couldn't walk in the building without getting your temperature taken and all that
Yeah.
shit. Um, and I swear I must have had it, but every time I've tested for it, it's come up negative. So
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say.
You know what? Who knows what the f happened?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly,
Yeah.
dude. I think
right?
all this shit was all just a bunch of goddamn bullshit, and they just, fan the flames of fear.
And as comic book, lovers and storytellers as we are, we come up with the craziest things to
Oh
explain
yeah,
that
we
thing,
come up with some
which could be
conspiracy
true,
theories.
Hell bit. Yeah.
which could be true, right?
Yes. Well,
We've
that's
been
the
writing
scary
a
part is they could actually be true, And it's like, damn, they wouldn't do that to us, would they? Maybe they would. You know?
yeah, yeah, like that Boeing guy that just got killed again, like a
Well,
second one, right? They
Okay.
won't
it
do that. They won't do that shit.
it's like this. It's the way I look at it. Whether it's done on purpose or whether it's done out of ignorance, it's still happening. It's kind of like being on the train tracks, and you can say, okay, I can either stay in the car and try and save my car to get it to run, to get it off the tracks, or I can save myself and jump out of the car and lose the car. But while you're there, the train is still coming.
Yeah,
To not make a decision, you've already made a decision. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
exactly.
saying?
this
I
is
mean, the
the
Uh,
longer you
situation
get,
forces you one way or the other.
yeah.
I believe
Everybody
it.
listening here, everybody listen. This is how comic streams evolve into after 45 or 1 hour or 45 minutes. It comes down to this real stuff.
Exactly.
That's why people
Well,
But
tune
again,
in.
there
well,
there was
we.
there was a brilliant philosopher. I can't remember which one, but
Mm.
damn it, I forgot the quote now. It was
What is,
shit.
Okay,
what
I'm
is it
going to
This
about?
save
happens
him
all.
while he thinks about
I'm
that.
getting
I'm
so
going to
old.
show Jason my trailer. Ta-da!
Hey, how come that was high definition, not missing any frames, and ran so smoothly?
Because I have it downloaded. I have it
I knew
downloaded.
it. I knew it. Bias.
I know bias.
See, Jason, this is how Rex does his guest. But
That was so smooth.
As many times, you know what? I may have chopped yours up like liver, but
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
have
that's
probably
missing
played your
frames.
trailer more often than my own. I kid you not. I love it.
seriously though, Jason, we have watched your trailer. God, dude, I don't know how many times.
Thank you.
We love this campaign, and both of us have been sitting here for months going, "Why is this guy not doing better?" And then we both realized, well, you never see him anywhere. We got to talk to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was so busy doing the book, and I got other things going, and I
Right.
got my second child. As I said, my second child was born.
Dude, yeah,
Spend
and
time with her.
congratulations. I missed that earlier.
Yeah.
Family comes first.
Yeah.
Always. What? So,
Always.
I don't want to get too personal, but so you've got second child now. You got
Got two
one and one,
kids.
or two of each, or
Uh, no, I have one. What do you mean? I got a boy and a girl.
okay,
There you
boy
go.
to girl,
If
right?
that's what
So
you
one and
meant.
one. So one and one. Yes,
One and one.
Me and a
Yeah.
that's
she.
what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant two of a kind, not two of each.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I had 3 girls at one time and then 2 boys later. So, I kind of know
Mm.
what it is in both realms,
Fake carry.
And then I have
There's.
one brother.
Uh,
Uh I'm adopted, Shadowhawk's adopted.
Yeah.
Most of my adopted family, my mother is 88 years old, lives
mhm.
across the street from me here in sort of like a community type thing. And she's having to deal with shingles the last month. And I told her, I
So,
think you got it because you got the jab, because that activates that stuff in your system. Never had
mhm.
any problem with anything like that before. She's been really struggling with that the last month.
Yeah.
Before
And your mom's
we did
been like really pretty healthy for an older lady, right? Like
Oh,
you
oh
didn't have
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah. She said, it's only been in the last few years that she's ever broke anything. She
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
like, I've never broke a bone in my body because my brother was the one that always broke his arm or something, his leg. And I was like, I don't want to go through that pain. And that was when you had the big cast that were hot,
No, yeah, there's a
itchy.
big
And I was like, I
plaster.
don't want to go
Yeah.
through that. I'm going to take care of myself. So
They
I
got
never
them
broke the
cool
bone.
casts now. Have you seen the new casts, dude? They do
Oh
like
yeah,
these
rap
3D
cast.
printed,
Oh
like
yeah,
cool ass. Yeah.
that technology's
Like,
come a long way. Yeah,
yeah, you look like a superhero when you got a broken arm now.
yeah, yeah. Jason, do you have any plans to do any more independent film, or are you going to stick with comics, or what, or do both?
Well, Octopus Cowboy is. I'll be do. I got so much to do, with
Yeah.
story wise, to put out there.
Well, if you didn't
It's
do
Oh, good,
104
man. I'm glad to
pages,
hear
my
it.
God.
but
So we
no, but
got more to come.
the thing is, I have to think about the production side of it, which I have to output a lot more. And it has to come out like at least twice a year, I think.
Yeah,
And for
yeah,
that to happen, I can't do it by myself. I have to find somebody to help me finish it.
yeah.
And to be honest with you, I have to find a way to finance it outside of the crowdfunding thing,
Right, right.
which is fine by
Okay,
me
dude. Well,
actually.
dude,
Which
here's the one thing, and I know you've stressed many times that you like your peace and you
Mhm.
like your solitude.
Yeah,
Um, one of the things with crowdfunding, YouTubing, and all that with indie comics right now is, especially when you're campaigning, dude, you gotta get out there. You gotta
I
be
know.
on those, and like I said, I mean, this is the first time I've seen and met you, man, and I've been asking questions about you for a while. I'm like, who is this guy? Why don't we know him? This
Yeah,
is so
yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah, he's got one of
So
the best looking
I
crowdfunding
know,
books. And
even if you hate it, bro, you gotta at least take, like, that 60 days when you launch a campaign and just put
Yeah.
yourself out there and just, it's gonna suck. I know.
Or if I mean, he's got a YouTube channel. If he would just drop or pre-record, he doesn't even have to do it live, and hit that 10-minute algorithm
No, but
thing.
I get it, dude. It's
You know,
it's making the time, especially if you're gonna
it
do
is. Yeah.
pre-recorded videos, because that live videos are so much easier. You can just get on there and talk
Yeah.
some smack for 10 minutes and be done.
That's what I do.
Pre-recorded videos, you got to go in there and then you got to edit them. You got to come up with a fucking title. It's a pain in the dick.
That's true.
So I get it.
Now, Jason, you went with Indiegogo. Um,
Yeah.
have you looked at Fund My Comic or Kickstarter or any
Luke
other?
Stones, right? Luke
Luke
Stones Fund My
Stone,
Comic.
yeah,
Yes, on my comic
he was
book.
one of those guys that was affected. I think he was in a coma for 6 weeks with COVID.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luke
He's only
damn
got
near
about
died, dude.
he's only
Dude,
got more than once. He's got about
yeah.
35% of his lung capacity left. That's
Oh
why
my gosh.
that's
Luke's
why he
got an
talks like
actual,
this. You know,
yeah, he's got
but
like an
he's a great
actual
guy.
near
Yeah.
death experience that he had and shit, which is
Mhm.
fucking just wild to me. And I mean, I have no reason to doubt it.
Mhm.
But of course, I've never been that close to dying, so
Right.
thank God. Um, but yeah, no, Luke is a really good dude. He's very comic book oriented. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the one site that is, you're not gonna have to worry about getting shadow banned. You're not gonna have to worry about
Yeah.
anybody fucking with you.
I think Octopus Cowboy 2, when I got it on Indiegogo, when I launched it, I was watching it rise on the top. It was
Oh yeah,
trending.
it's
It was
beautiful,
trending
Rick.
on the new releases
Yeah.
page of
Hmm?
Yeah.
Indiegogo, and like after 3 hours, it was not there anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Yeah, it
quick?
wasn't there.
Damn.
That means that I usually would pick up a lot from them, just being on that page, or
Yeah,
them
just
maybe
being in
even
the
adding it
trending. Yeah.
on the emails. Yeah, but I when I because you can see a summary, like a survey of where your the funding is coming from, and
Oh
I don't
right,
get
right,
as
yeah.
much.
You
I
bring
didn't get
up
as much
the
anymore from them,
mm,
from that site
dude.
itself.
I really,
Before, I think I had 40. Yeah.
yeah, I would highly suggest checking out FMC. Luke is a really good dude, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's charging the lowest rates in the business. He's just trying to help people get their books out there, which is really cool.
Jason, build your YouTube channel. Contact other YouTubers. Yeah, Apex. You're right.
Yeah, we got to see more of you, Jason. That's like just the way it is, bro. I know you
Absolutely.
don't
Even if
you
it's
don't
just
like
on
it,
your
but
channel. Yeah. Uh,
But that takes some type of dedication also. That I just
I
gotta
know
get
it's
into it.
hard,
You know what
bro.
I
It's
mean?
it's
it
yeah,
does.
Also the time,
All
the
right.
time.
Screw that. Just come
No, no,
on
no.
this show
I
from
mean
a.
the live. The time is
Yeah.
like you said, the time difference, the time zone also, right?
Yeah.
That's why I
oh
miss so many
shit.
streams. That's why when I watch other people, like I saw your show with Sugar Chris. I was on his show twice. Great guy.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched your show, yeah,
Oh
but
yeah,
I can't
Sugar's
catch
awesome,
that.
man.
I can't catch that live because it would be like I don't know what time here, but I'd be asleep. I'm telling you. That's the reason also that
Yeah.
I can't make a
Yeah.
live stream.
Yeah.
See,
Right, yeah.
But now this show is
So
a good time for you. So I've
so
nailed you
it's
there. You're going to
it,
be back
it's
on.
it's 5
of
p.m. where
course.
Rex and I are right now. What time is it for you, Jason?
Early in the morning.
From Central, you have to add an hour, like 13 hours, I think. So it would be
13. Oh,
so if
holy
it's
shit,
yeah, if it's
13.
4
So
a.m.
you're
there,
already into tomorrow.
yes, I'm if it's 4 a.m. there, it's 5. Oh wait, it's if it's 4 p.m. there, it's 5 a.m. here the next day already.
Wow. Now, so we're
So
we're talking to the future, right?
yeah, so if
Yeah.
a meteor hits Earth,
Yeah.
you
You're gonna
You'll
know it
see,
before we
and you
do.
see me explode into tiny bits. You say, "Oh my, holy crap!" That's 30. No, it would be the same
Jason
thing.
will send us a message. Hey, something's coming, boys.
Yes, it's the
I might
size of
have
a
to.
giant needle.
She'll be like Linda
The
Hamilton
whole
at that
Earth is gonna get
playground.
the jab.
She'll be like
Oh shit!
Linda Hamilton in Terminator at the
Yeah.
playground being blown to bits to her skeleton.
Oh,
It's
dude, where
it's
she's up against the fence and she just
When
like
she's
gets
up
turned
against the
into
fence
charcoal.
screaming. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was awesome, dude. I'm telling you, when 1982 or whatever that was pretty cool.
Oh,
Right now,
Apex. I don't know
Jason,
if you,
what's the thing that you like to do the best? Probably spend time with your new child, huh?
my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Spend time
your
with my
your
daughter.
your your son and daughter is
Yeah,
probably
and
like
my son.
you're their hero, aren't you?
Um, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, well,
uh,
it depends how old they are. Are they both
yeah, it
little
depends how old
ones
they are.
right now,
My
Jason?
my
Or are they?
kid, my boy is just he can really draw. He's starting to animate by himself also. So I guess
Wow, that's
I'm a
great.
bit
Holy
of his hero. I'm
shit!
like, my son, don't be an artist.
What is he?
Yeah.
5, 6?
You don't
How
want
old is
this.
he?
He's 6. He just turned 6.
Oh well,
Six.
yeah, that's
And
about the time
wow,
you
he's
pick up
already
a
starting to
pencil.
do animation, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Do a
starting to do
flip
animation
do a
with
flip book.
Procreate.
Do a flip book,
Oh, dude,
animate
I used to do
things
that
with
when I was
flip
a kid.
books.
I used to draw little stick figures of the Flash in all my school
Yeah,
books,
on the book,
like up
right?
in the
Yeah,
corner.
Uh-huh.
I did a
Yeah,
lot
Yeah.
of
and
that.
then I would just like flip them. And I was supposed to be studying. I'd be like,
Yeah, my textbooks are like that. I
mhm.
think I did Rocky 4, like
Oh no
him and
shit.
Rocky and Drago like fighting it out, and
Yeah.
helicopter Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started off with doing Flash because I like to do the like Carmen Infantino, the little after figures, and it was real easy
Multiple.
to
Hmm.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, real easy to do with stick figures. And then I started like adding in, like I would do Nightcrawler from X-Men, different characters here and there. But all my textbooks in school, like whoever the next kids were that came through after me, they had some entertainment up there.
Like him running around the edge there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, you could actually take the textbook, and flip the pages and just watch him like run over, jump over things, vibrate his way through a building, beat up some guys. Like, dude, by the time you got to the end of the book, and then he'd just be standing there like, aha, with a heroic pose.
So Jason, there's over 1,700 islands there in the Philippines. Philippines are real, just pretty substantial,
7,000
huh?
7,100 islands.
Oh, is it? I was thinking more
Yeah.
like 17,000.
Yeah, Rex is a little
No,
a
no.
little dyslexic.
I think
Sorry,
7,000 is enough.
Yeah, that's a bunch. Yeah.
nah, we need a couple more thousand.
Are you on one of the little islands, or are you on like medium,
Oh
or
no,
are you
I'm
on one of
in.
the big ones?
I'm like 26 kilometers or 26
Oh,
kilometers
okay.
from Manila. I'm near Manila,
Okay.
but I'm like
All right,
I'm
so-
far enough. I'm far enough that it's quiet.
Is that where you go to shop when you really want to find everything?
I got a mall right like
Okay.
2 miles away from here.
Okay,
Which is
and
cool.
that's enough.
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
Is it
near
like
the
a
this is
highway,
a
downside?
dump.
Yeah.
so I can drive I can ride my motorcycle and just go out.
You probably get
Fuck
all the
that.
fresh produce you need there grown right in the general area, don't you?
Neighbors and sometimes my wife's
Uh-huh.
friends would just send us
Yeah.
fruit,
Yeah.
just like from
You
their
you probably got
farm.
all the eggs you could eat, right? Because there's probably a lot of
Yes.
chickens around you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this subdivision, no. But whatever we need, it's like grown very close.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, would you say it's more like suburban or country? Suburban?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's very suburban. Yeah, it's
Okay.
It's a subdivision. It's gated with guards and everything.
Yeah.
But like you
Oh,
step out like
yeah.
a couple of here, you go over there. There's a farm. You go like there's a
Uh-huh.
market, a wet market here. There's a mall. It's like it's all combined with the city and the
Oh shit,
rural.
wet market.
It's
Oh,
always like
you,
that
you ain't
here.
got no
Actually,
bats in there, DJ.
bats.
Yeah.
They do have bats.
Well, wet
No, are
market
you
kind of
kidding
got a
me, dude?
bad name.
Oh,
Bats, yeah, they do. Like
Yeah.
but not here though. Like another place I know. They I play tennis on this other
and
place,
that's what they tried
and
to blame COVID on, right? Was the bats
right near
and
the
Yeah.
basketball court, when it's like 6 o'clock, you'd see
Yeah.
bats flying around.
Now, do
And I
you
oh
said,
yeah,
play?
bro. When I was a kid, we used to we would take a like an old pair of our mom's used pantyhose, right? Cut one leg of it off,
yeah,
tie a tennis ball in the end of it, and then at the end
to
of the
to
street
catch
you'd
a
have a
bat.
light. Well, you'd have a light pole, right? And the bats
Uh,
would be because all the moths and stuff would be circling that stupid street light. So the bats come in there and swoop in and grab bugs every 3-4 seconds. You throw that thing up in the air and you would catch a bat, and then
oh,
he
that's
would
cool.
just come down to the ground and you'd be like, "Oh, look at this little guy." And they were pissed, dude. But we just looked
Yeah,
at
that
them
they
and let them go. We
yeah, less
didn't
and less
hurt them.
kids are doing that nowadays.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Apex
Well,
says
and there's a lot less bats nowadays too, dude, which is kind of scary.
Apex was in
Oh,
the
that's good to hear,
Navy.
Apex.
Yeah, went to the yeah, and he also invited you. If you want to shield, I co-host with him on Saturday nights,
Oh, really?
and
Yeah.
he um but I don't know how his schedule would work with yours, but I'm sure we could work something out.
Twitter, yeah. Contact me on Twitter. Uh, the film
Are
the
you
first
guys
one was a
doing
cop.
tonight, Rose?
The what?
Mm,
Sorry,
I
Jay.
don't know. Apex, are we doing Apex After Dark tonight?
Yeah, are you guys
That's a good
doing a
question.
show? Yeah, sorry. Just, I thought it was pertinent.
Apex says I drew crude figures of 6-year-olds from newspaper comic strips I made up. Did you draw out of the newspapers? I guess some of
Well, I
from the
would
cartoon.
copy. Yeah, the comic strips. I would copy
Yeah.
Spider-Man. I would copy
Uh-huh.
Dennis the Menace.
Hmm.
Like any style that I like, Garfield or whatever. When I was a really really young, very young. So that's what I
Now,
got
were
with
you
that.
more of a Marvel or DC guy, or independent, or what? What did you read? What was some of the things that you read besides that stuff?
I'm a Valiant guy.
You're a Valiant guy.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Yeah.
you
All
like
right.
Solar Man of the Atom?
I love Magnus, yeah, Solar, and
Magnus Robot Fighter.
Shit.
Yeah.
Rye. But the
I
Jim
love.
Shooter days,
Uh-huh.
but if you ask me about the big two, I'm more of a DC guy. I'm a DC
Okay.
Comics guy,
Okay.
and
Shadow Man, and you had Archer and Armstrong, and yeah, all
yeah,
kinds of
How about,
things.
how about
it
indies?
kind of
Were
changed.
you Dark Horse
Um,
Image?
uh,
Well, you said
oh
Valiant already.
yeah.
Malibu. Did you like those guys?
Do
Arctic,
you guys know?
Antarctic.
Do you guys know? Of course, you're familiar with the Mandalorian, which is like the only successful Star Wars
Right.
franchise, sort of now. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
do you know where they got that? Do you know Lone Wolf and Cub?
Oh
Have you
yeah,
ever heard of
I
that?
know Lone Wolf and Cub. I've
oh
got
yeah.
some. Yeah.
I love that book.
Yeah.
Well,
I
dude, that
love
was
that
the
book.
same thing that
9,000 pages.
the kid from Cartoon Network, the Russian kid, the animator,
I
what's his name?
in
Uh,
in
he did what was it called? Fang and something or another
mm,
on Adult Swim, and it's
I
basically
like
Lone Wolf and Cub,
yeah
but
yeah
it's a caveman and a dinosaur.
the way it's made and everything. I also like Prince Valiant.
Yeah.
You know
Oh
those.
yeah, Prince Van's
Yeah,
cool.
if I could collect those, I'd buy all of that. I love that.
Oh,
Um,
dude. Yeah,
Prince
it's
Valiant is
I've
expensive
got a
these
nice.
days.
couple Prince Valiant production pieces from the 40s. I'll show you
Yeah,
sometime.
awesome.
Uh, I think looking back at some of the process of how it's made is interesting. You know,
Hmm.
to fully appreciate the medium. Um,
Yeah.
it's kind of a American art form. Although I think we kind of think it's for kids, and
Hmm.
I think it's maybe in the Philippines and Europe and Japan, especially. Comics are kind of venerated a little bit higher than they are here in the States.
Isn't that a shame?
That is a shame. Yeah.
It's a shame.
Well, I
Um,
think that I mean, and dude, shit, I've been collecting since
Hmm.
what the '70s, right? And even when I was a kid, I
Hal
like.
Foster, yes. And
I mean, these things meant something to me. You know, I enjoyed these stories. I went out. I rode my bike to 4 or 5 different stores a month looking for comics back before there were comic book shops. You know, I had to go to
yeah,
like 4 or 5 different little bodegas or whatever you want to call them and look for fucking comics in the spinner rack. And
Yeah. And kids can't do that anymore.
yeah.
no,
Well, you
because
should
there's
walk.
no comics anywhere. You can't go to the grocery store and find a comic book. You can't go to the pharmacy and find a comic book.
Hmm.
They're not there anymore.
Yeah, from
Jason,
when
how did you come up with the impetus for Octopus Cowboy? How did you even come up with this wild idea?
it wasn't even. It's totally unintended. It wasn't even for me. Like I said, when the coup happened, I had so much time because all my plans were like gone, absolutely gone.
Hmm.
And um, so I did do that film, and then like when I was invited to the festivals, I couldn't even go, which I waited for. And the first film I did it was just a trial. I just tried it. It was fun. It was a comedy. The second one was very serious actually. It had to do with a lot of authoritarianism and what's behind all this thing that the world, I think, what I think the world is under this kind of spell or whatever. I
Right.
did not know that
Right.
I would live that just just a year after or whatever. But
Hmm.
so when I was kind of locked in the house or couldn't go, decided not to go anywhere for a while just to figure out what's going on. I started calling my friends, and one of them was this really fantastic artist that I used to work with in the studio. And when I used to work for advertising in Manhattan, amazing artist, and I've always wanted to come up with something for him to do. So I call him up, and talks about he talked about you know I asked him what's going on, how is he, and I asked, and then just to see how he's doing, and then I asked him, if hey man, if you wanted to do a book, what would you like? What genre are you interested in? He said something like
Hmm.
detective noir and
Yeah.
western. Okay, so wow, western, like that's a lot of fun. I like western. So as soon as I put the mess, the we stopped speaking. Uh, just 2 minutes right after, just Octopus Cowboy, it just popped into my head, and then I sketched it right away, which I turned into a sticker. Actually, it's on the campaign page. It's the
Right.
round one. That's on the
Uh-huh.
first. The first. He has pants. He has like a sheriff's badge and everything. He has the thing.
Right. Hmm.
And I did not think much of it. Like I thought it was cool. I thought it was different. And then I searched the net. I'm like, has this been done yet? That's the first thing I do. Or oh,
Hmm.
nobody's done this yet. Like okay. And then I sketched some more. And I think on the first or the second day, I already had an idea of a cover. Okay. And whenever I had a doubt, uh, if I should go through with it or not, I would look at that cover. But that's not the cover, but that's the first sketch. Okay,
Yeah,
the cover is
right there.
actually
Yeah,
the red one on the first issue. But that's the first sketch. That's why it's rough like that. I left it rough
right.
like that.
It's almost like he's got chaps on, like you said,
Yeah,
pants.
like I'm like I don't want to put pants on him. You know, I want to make him an octopus. Because
Right,
every
right,
time somebody like does a character like this, usually they make the head an octopus and the whole, like the body of a man, and it's
right.
always done like that. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to
Yeah.
make him, what it is. And if you scroll up, I think you'll
Okay.
be able to. Yeah, maybe you'll be able to see.
Further up.
Oh wait,
I
is that a
don't know.
patch or a sticker?
That's a
That's a
clingy,
decal.
isn't it? Decal. Yeah.
Ooh.
If you
What's your
scroll
favorite
up,
Western,
That's the one. That's
Jason?
the one.
Okay.
That's the one. Yeah,
What's
I'm
your
sorry, what were
favorite?
you asking?
What's your favorite Western?
Oh, I should really say it's really the good, the bad, and the ugly because it's the most watchable and the
Yeah.
most repeated watching. You can't really.
Uh,
It's perfect, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I really love, and I also love Once Upon a Time in the West. Okay,
yeah.
but I
Once
really,
upon a time in the West,
really,
whatchamacallit?
same director, yeah.
God, I'm
Same
trying.
director. Yeah.
Peter Fonda.
Now what was it called? Shoot, it's named after the town. The shootout at the OK Corral.
Yeah. Oh,
Sweetwater?
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a great western.
that's a
I
good
love
movie
it.
also. Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I really like the outlaw Josie Wales.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
think from
love
beginning
Josie
to
Wales.
end, the story and it's just you can't pick anything wrong with it. It's just from
Nah,
beginning to end.
there's one part in there that always pissed me off, even since I've been a kid.
Yeah.
He takes that big old spit of tobacco juice and hits the little stray dog right in the head with it.
Yeah. He treats the dog badly. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
But-
like,
yeah.
come on, man, that dog didn't do nothing to you, dude.
Yeah. Finally got Jason on. Yeah. What I did is I told him my name was Jason.
Hell,
I
Jason.
figured Jason will
No.
only come on
Jason,
shows
who's Jason?
that if your name is Jason. So, a little psychology there.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've learned through my 57 years of life, is most guys named Jason turn out to be pretty cool.
Thank you.
Either that or Killers with Friday the
Oh,
13th franchise.
Well, yeah,
But it's
I
still
mean,
cool. No, it's not.
putting Camp Crystal Lake aside.
Well, yeah, I mean, but what
But what's
it
your
only
favorite
takes
Western?
one. I mean, how many children are named Judas nowadays?
Jason might
or
be cool in a
Benedict,
western, dude. Like,
Arnold.
you could
What's your
somehow.
favorite
like-
Western movie? What's your favorite Western movie?
Oh, mine is
Oh God,
probably Fistful of Dollars or Good, Bad, and the Ugly. One or any one of the three of that trilogy.
Yeah.
That's my.
you know what I
jam.
love about those? If you look at Western
And then
movies, it's like
Tombstone,
bang,
I love
bang, bang.
Tombstone. You ain't no Daisy.
What I love
I'll
about
be
the
your Huckleberry.
Leone movies is when a gun goes off, it sounds like a cannon
Doesn't
compared
it?
to like American westerns, which is like bang, bang, bang. But his
Yeah.
is like,
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of times.
I
mean, I don't know if you've ever-
I
And
love
it
Fire
sounds like it
to
goes on for miles.
Yeah.
It still has that ring,
Yeah.
right?
You
It sounds
ever
like it went
fire
through.
a good-
It went through
you
the
know,
guy's
good-
head. Went through the
Yeah.
guy's head. Went through the saloon, to the barn, all the way to the mountains.
Yeah.
Military kept going.
Bounced around the back, took out two
Now
more
I
people by
don't
the dumpster.
I don't want to speak for K-pop, but she also does. You will have a fun time with K-pop. She's got a channel that you
Oh,
absolutely
okay.
have to go on. I mean, we got to get you some exposure, brother. Now I know with the tinnitus and your peace and your family, and that comes first, and timing, it's all got to work out. But we got to get you. We got
I
to get you to
can.
like $20,000 at least.
Yeah,
Uh,
especially, I mean,
That
you're
would be
not
great.
like, you know,
yeah.
horribly ugly or repulsive or anything. So,
Hey, you
Right.
don't
I
know what's
mean,
behind these glasses.
yeah.
Why do you think I keep a
keep,
big microphone in front of me? You
keep the
know,
glasses on, Jason. We're all
you
good.
don't know what's under this chin.
Yeah. She says, dude, that trailer needs to be seen and not
I
chopped up by
know.
me.
You know what? I just thought of this just now when you brought up the sunglasses. But Jason reminds me of a young Jim Steranko.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go.
Just a little bit.
310,
I would
310 to
love.
Yuma is a good one. 310 to Yuma. And not the
We gotta
remake,
get
the
we gotta get
original.
some babes dripping off your
Yeah.
shoulders. I'll come up with some AI thumbnails or
Ride the High
something.
Country, another good one. By Sam Peckinpah.
Hey, you ride the
Uh,
high country, Mister. I
yeah.
don't know what you're suggesting.
Well, I'm not suggesting Brokeback Mountain. I'm not suggesting that
Oh,
at
thank
all.
God.
But westerns, when it comes to westerns, I mean, at one time we were talking about this with like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, the Virginia, and those are just namings, branded, and the Rifleman. And at one
Bonanza. Oh
time,
my God.
all the top 20 TV shows were all westerns in America.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, and it's really interesting to watch the spaghetti westerns. All filmed in Spain or Italy.
Yes,
It's
Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Spain.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It was all in Spain.
yeah, but that's what I love about. And you talk about, I mean, they do the close-ups of some of these guys, the Italian guys or whatever, and pockmarked,
No,
ugly.
no, they're
Mickey
Spanish,
Mouse.
They
though.
look like Gritty never took a bath. They've been out in the
Yeah.
heat in the desert for
They
2 years.
imported like
Yeah,
thousands of Italian guys to Spain so they could film that movie, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot of fun. But now the one thing that I always, as a kid, that caught my attention again was that boom, boom, boom with the gun, which you just didn't get in
Why are you
American weapons.
flipping that around like a maniac?
K-pop says, I have a crappy podcast where I promote creators from all over and feature campaigns. My bros and I are celebrating AAPI month and featuring Asian creators all month long. Oh wow. Well, that lets me
Awesome.
out. I'm not Asian, but I could take my eyes back if you want. Maybe a little pancake, he's Filipino there. There we go.
Yeah,
What do we
Twitter.
got here?
You can find me on Twitter.
Empire attacks back.
Attacks
Okay.
back.
Oh, that's Entity
That's what
Comics,
you got.
right? Oh, wait, you're muted for some reason, Shadowhawk. I don't know if you're trying to speak. There we go. Yeah, that's Bill Mouse's character, right?
Yeah, that's Bill Miles Near X. This is a comic I gave my little girl way back when in the day to introduce her to comics, and she never really got into comics.
Okay.
So lately, she's 13 now. She's going through her room and she's finding old comic books and going, "Do you want this, Dad? I don't know what to do with it." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just throw it back in my collection. No big deal."
Okay. And Kay, you have a wrench. Why don't you drop the link to your channel in the chat? So
There you go.
maybe Jason
Go.
can click on it,
Or the
and,
comments.
subscribe or whatever. But I'll be
You
on
got a
with Kay.
wrench.
I'll be on with K-pop next month. I've already been on with her once, but she's gracious
Yeah,
enough
Bill
to have
Miles
me
is
on.
a lot of fun. He's worked with John Chin a lot over the years,
Mhm.
like Parody Press and all that stuff back in the day. I got
Mm.
tons of that stuff.
How did you and Jason Bascom hook up? I was so jealous when he was able to get
It was
you on
it
before me.
was Snuggy.
It was
Um,
Sluggy.
It was
Snuggy
Snuggy?
Jr.
Oh, little
Oh,
fucker.
Snuggy. Snuggy, not Sluggy.
Snuggy.
Snuggy.
Yeah. But I think when Snuggy told me that I think you invited me, I think I friended you on Twitter, but then you know we just wanted to finish the book first. And I said, after this, I'd have time for streams.
Yeah. Snuggy's a good, well, I was
Yeah.
going to keep after Snuggy. I was like, he never got back with me. It's like, oh, he didn't. Well, what's Flint? Snuggy's one that asks you a million different questions. I'm like, look, all I want to do is get in contact with him. Be able to,
Oh, sorry.
if he ever meets me, he'll probably never want to be on here
Snuggy's
again,
cool,
but
man.
I got to give it a shot.
No.
But we do hope that you will come on again. We hope we haven't scared you off.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. Anytime.
Because we love your project, we push your project, and I don't do that with a lot of different projects, but yours is so tight. Yours is, I think you've got a good IP. Are you working on anything else besides this, or are you just
Yeah,
focused?
what's next for Jason, dude?
The cool thing is, you were talking about what's that? Six Gun Gorilla, Brian Chris Gall. He has he tapped me to do one of his stories, I think, in this anthology
Oh wow,
Really?
for a six.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
not. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but he hasn't announced it yet. But so
Oh, that's fucking cool, bro.
that's
so
awesome.
we might do that.
So so
That's
maybe
right.
a 6-gun gorilla and octopus cowboy is not
It's not. I
so
told you, it's not out
far
of the
fetched
question.
after
But
all, right?
Yeah.
But for now, it's an expanded Six Gun Gorilla universe where he wanted me to do one of the stories. But I
Bro,
don't
that's
think the
so
main character is
cool,
not
man.
Six Gun Gorilla though. It's another gun.
Sorry, I got you on your head there.
Shadowhawk, I know we're wrapping up, but can you kick yourself and come back in again?
Ah, yes.
Okay, all right. If it wasn't really bad, I wouldn't ask you that, but it gets pretty bad after a while. Yeah, I mean,
So
it's
I
wild.
did that.
How did you get in? How did you get into filmmaking? How did that come about?
I just wanted to do it,
Yeah. Okay.
and
So
there
you
were
kind of
people
went out,
who.
got a camera, something to start with, and
No, no,
lights.
no.
And
How the heck did I start? Who did I ask? I had a friend. I had a friend who referred me to a friend, but that didn't work out. So I went somewhere else looking, and it was so hard to find people to do it. Like I tried to find a writer, I tried to find a director, I tried to find this. You know what? I said I'll just write it myself, and I just directed myself. And the first one was fun, but then I kind of said that's it. So I did the second one, and the second one's the one that I'm really very proud of. As much fun as the first one was, it was like just a trial run, and it was okay. Also, I got it to a festival here locally. But the second one was something that I just had to get out of my chest or whatever, just and I just got sick of seeing the things happening all around.
do you like stop motion? The old stop motion creatures
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah, but that's hard to do. Yeah.
Here's a western we didn't. Ray Harryhausen's Gawanji, where they're trying to rope the dinosaur.
Yeah,
That was kind of a western. Valley of Gawanji, I think it's called, isn't it? Shadowhawk, Valley of Gawanji, the
Valley.
Ray Harryhausen stop motion classic from the early 70s.
Oh,
Where it has the dinosaur and they're riding up on horses and trying to, throw the ropes around it and contain this thing,
It's Valley of the something.
Valley of Gawanji, I think it's called. Yeah.
Gawanji? Okay.
Might even be on YouTube, Jason. They've got some
Yeah,
great.
I've seen
it's
that.
definitely Valley
Have
of the
you?
something.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Now,
They
are
also-
you like a creature or kaiju or do you, I mean, do you like sci-fi or what is it? I mean, we know you like some westerns. What else type of
I
things
love
do you
Star
like?
Trek.
Okay,
Star Wars.
yeah.
You know, but
OG Star
Star
Trek or Next Generation? What kind of Star Trek do you into, Jay?
every Star Trek. Well,
Every
like
Star Trek.
from
All right, okay, cool.
the original. But
Yeah,
I'm a next generation guy, so the
yeah,
next
yeah.
generation guy. But
Yeah, dude,
like
I'm a
Deep
Next
Space
Generation guy
Nine
too. I
took
love
me a
that
while.
show.
Voyager
I
also,
love the
which is
Next
quirky.
Generation. Yeah.
Voyager's quirky, but I enjoy it.
That's right. James
Other
Francis.
than whatchamacallit, what's his name, Will on there, I like the Next Generation.
Riker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
No, not Riker.
Oh,
The kid, the fucking Will
Oh,
Will
Will
something.
Wheaton.
Wheaton. Will Wheaton.
Will Eaton.
Will Wheaton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Kid who solves everything.
Couldn't stand that kid.
You know, Will Wheaton had a credit. I didn't see him. I tried to find him there. He was like a friend kid. He might have got edited out, but he was in um oh, what was the movie? I happen to have it here. Shoot. He was in Last Starfighter, believe it or not.
Was
Really?
he?
Yeah, he was in I
Last
saw him in the
No.
credits.
Starfighter.
This is another one I like. Flash Gordon,
Yeah.
Dune, but the David Lynch Dune,
Oh,
Battlestar
dude,
Yes.
the original Dune's
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
The
I
Last
saw
And
it in the
Starfighter was,
theaters.
yeah, I watched that recently. And
Baron
Will,
Harkonnen is ridiculous in that movie, but it's still fucking a good movie.
I know. David should be a little bit more forgiving with himself. He has some good stuff there, but he.
Yeah, I still love the movie, but I mean, there are just some scenes that are just like, oh, come on, dude.
I like when the navigator came into the emperor's room, right? And they were sweeping
Right?
the spice gas, like
Yeah.
they
Oh,
got these
dude, yeah, like,
industrial
like
uh,
yeah, yeah,
coats.
yeah.
yeah,
I love it.
industrial high.
It's
Yeah,
very
and the
moody.
dialogue.
Yeah, it's very moody. You wonder
Yeah,
what if you've never read the book, you're like,
I
wow,
love the
what's
book.
going
Oh,
on
dude,
here?
I've read like the whole series plus like a couple of his kids' books afterwards and shit, and it's just like
the
it's
The first one I've read, I don't know how many times. I got up to the third one, but I have all of
Mm.
them.
yeah.
I'll eventually get into reading all. That one
After
got
the
weird.
third one, I think it kind of starts to lose its way a little bit.
Jason, would you call yourself a collector? And if you do, what do you collect?
Experiences. No.
Experiences.
um,
Okay. That's all I can afford.
sex
Not really.
dolls
Just
and
that's why I go everywhere. Like I would do this, I would do that, and like just
Uh-huh.
collect anything that I could, make a story out of.
Okay.
right now, I'm
It's hard.
really interested in the life-size action figures. Uh,
Yeah. Life size.
Yeah. He should do one of those old cardboard standees that you would see in the old comic ads, And they had like a Planet of the Apes Cornelius or Superman or Spider-Man. And they would just like be, have a grommet at the joints where you could pose them and put them on your door.
oh,
You
dude, like
remember
the
those
old
ads?
Frankenstein poster,
Yes.
7 feet
Well, I mean, it
tall.
was a posable life-size cardboard cutout of the figure.
Right? Yeah.
But you could pose them. I never did order one, but I remember seeing the ads all the time.
Oh, dude, it
Um,
was like in the early '90s. They brought back the door posters where it was like
mhm, yeah.
24 inches wide by about like I don't know 7 feet long, and you could just
Mhm.
put it on the back of the door. It was fucking
Jason, I'm
crazy
going to
shit.
tell you to do two things. I'm not very bossy and I just suggest things. But one, go have breakfast. Two, come back on the channel and visit us again.
Of course. I'd love to
Okay.
come back.
All right.
Every
3, we
channel
need
I've been
to
on has been great.
we need to get you out there more so people get to meet you, dude. You're
Absolutely. And if you
very
need some
a very
contacts,
cool dude, and I letting people get to know you will definitely increase the numbers, Jason. I promise you, bro.
And we've been on here. I've still got questions. I've still got questions to
I
ask you,
got
man.
many questions still,
There's
but
so many
that's
questions that
beside
I
the
didn't
point.
get to ask, but we'll have to have you on another time. I know it's
Yeah.
early there for you. I appreciate you getting up early to be on the show. I just,
As long as it's the
can't.
weekend, it's the best time for me.
Okay, we can do any weekend you
Yeah.
want.
And
You
now that
just,
Yeah.
I'm fulfilling the book, I'm not drawing.
okay.
Well, I'm planning the third. I had to plan the third one because I wouldn't
Oh
be
And
yeah,
able
it,
to make a
it
series,
and
a
it
second one.
is
But
still available, correct, Jason? Do we have
it
an
is,
active
it is,
link
but
in the chat? Somebody drop the link,
yeah,
please, before
it
Jason
is. But
goes.
I'm already printing, so I need like I only would leave enough copies for in demand. But as the earliest if you're really interested, and if you want to get it, it would be better to get it so I can get the numbers to get
right,
into the printer,
Yes,
because
yes,
right.
yeah. Do it,
I'm
do it
inputting.
now.
Yeah,
Back it now before
yeah.
before it's too late.
Well,
Uh,
definitely.
uh,
And I would
Beautiful
say
campaign. I
overprint a
love the
little bit,
character.
Jason.
I
I would
love it
say
all, bro.
overprint a little bit just in case there are some
I would, I
damaged
would, I would
packages.
overbid.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
just in
little bit.
case there's some damaged packages, you want to cover yourself. And plus, once you get that product in hand, that's something that you can really work with. Uh,
It's a great
if
feeling,
pe-
huh? Isn't it?
if
Like holding
well,
a
I mean,
book.
once you start, getting
Dude,
product in hand, I think it was Shadowhawk that told me this, but I put out a book before this, and we did
Yeah,
magnets and
yeah,
trading cards and stuff, and I was starting to get this stuff in, and I was also getting more backers because they were
yeah.
seeing that it was getting pretty close to coming out, and that I was actually getting product in hand that people were interested in. So once you get product in hand, people are like really interested at that point because they know it can go right out.
Yeah.
oh
Um,
yeah. When you can show off a copy of the book and be like, "Oh, look, the books just came in, getting ready to fulfill," and you could even do just a little 3-minute video or whatever.
Yeah.
mhm.
Look, here they are, and you
I
boom.
can't wait for people to read the second one, because
Dude, I
the
can't
third
wait to
the
read the
third
first
one is
and the
gonna be
second one. That's-
bloody. The third one's gonna be bloody.
Wow.
yeah,
Because I already
nice,
set it
nice.
up. I've already set it up. All right, I had 2 issues to set it up, 208 pages to set it up.
Dude,
So
I
by the
already
time I get
love
to the
your
third one,
drawing style, and I didn't get to ask you this yet.
mm.
But are you Bernie Wrightson Swamp Thing fan?
Oh yeah, Wrightson, Bushima.
Hmm. Oh,
When it comes to paneling, Frank Miller,
I
and
had a feeling.
yeah,
Okay, yeah, nah,
yeah,
we're all good, bro.
right side.
I'm
Second
Jason,
so
I
on.
sign.
sent you.
I am so on board with Octopus Cowboy, man. You have no idea.
K-pop put her link there. I did send it to
Okay,
you on Twitter, so you don't have to
all
worry
right,
about it. You
awesome.
can check her channel out, get with her. She's a great gal. Uh, let Before we get
Oh,
out
I
of here, if
thought
you got it,
K-pop was a dude. Oh my god, I'm so
no, she's
sorry,
not a dude.
K-pop.
She's a beautiful woman.
I'm so sorry, K-pop. I thought
You're
you were
not
a
the only
dude.
person who said that. I don't know, or maybe it was you telling me that. Well, shoot, I thought I had.
I
Uh,
just assumed it was like, like Gangnam Style or something. Dun, 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 dun.
well, I thought I had some originals, Conan originals, sitting around here. Usually I do, but next
Hmm.
time you come on, see, there's the hook. Next time you come on, I'll show you some Basima originals. I could walk in
All
there. I
right.
know where a couple of them are right now, but we'll do that later. You
Oh,
go have
we know
breakfast. Appreciate you coming on. Hate to cut this short,
Thank
but
you.
that's okay,
I don't
Papa.
want to to monopolize
Sorry.
your time. We'll do it again.
Okay.
Yeah, it really enjoyed it, man. And any final thoughts out of you, Jason,
Thank
before
you
we
for
get out of
having
here?
me.
Yeah.
Thank you for connecting. It's like when you do these books, you're usually just doing it, not knowing who else also the other side who would interpret or
Mm-hmm.
receive
Mm-hmm.
whatever you have to offer. But the fact that I'm all the way here and you're all the way there, and everybody in the chat that we could connect and have a sort of fellowship for this
Yeah.
little in this little time, you know, I think I think that's amazing. I think that's
Yeah,
what
it
also
really
keeps
is.
me
We've
going.
had people from the UK, from
Yeah.
halfway around the world, even further than
We've
we
had
are.
people from the UK, Netherlands,
Australia, yeah,
Switzerland,
Yeah.
Australia.
uh
We
all
have
over.
people from everywhere. Uh,
Netherlands, yeah.
but we've also had a lot of people from South America and Philippines and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Pedro Ang is a good buddy of mine. Uh, but bro, this is beautiful. We love your work, and
Thank you.
whether you know it or not, Rex and I are over here uh, promoting this shit like
Thank you.
2 or 3 times a week. whether
Yeah,
whether or not you know it or not, we're over here
I do
looking at
it
it going, "This is
for
so
an
cool."
excuse to play this trailer, the
I
song,
do
you
it
know,
just,
and the
I just want
graphics
to
and
hear the song. I'm just like,
yeah.
Rex, just play the
Look
song.
at their other songs; they're great.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a
you
couple
look
of
like you said you
couple ones really
spent two
good.
weeks on the trailer. It shows. Your
Two
graphics are
months.
great. The
I
music goes
spent
with
two
it
months,
beautifully.
sir. I
Huh?
spent two
Two
months, sir.
months, not
Oh,
2 weeks,
I spent
right?
2 months, sir.
Okay,
God,
2
Yes.
you
months.
stop,
Okay. Well, it
you
shows, you
stop
know.
belittling our guests, mister.
I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
My
I'm
bad.
kidding.
Bad Rex. Bad Rex.
Oh
Okay,
boy.
we're gonna play it one more time as an outro here. Um and I promise
You
you,
can
Jason, next time you come on, it'll be downloaded and it will run smoother.
Yeah, it won't
you
be
can play the
choppy
other one.
ass
You can play the
food.
short one if you want. There's another one there, the
Okay,
45
the
second one.
short one. Okay.
The
All right.
45-second was cool too.
Okay. We could do that. Sure.
45 seconds is short now.
Is it this one? The next one over, or is
Dude,
it this
with
one?
I
Rex's
think so.
choppy ass
Yeah.
theater, that'll be
Yeah, that
knocked
that was
down to
cool.
about
This one's
32
cool.
seconds.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Where
an
did
easy one.
free focus come from? Where did your free focus thing come from?
I had to come up with something.
Okay. All right.
Come on,
Fair enough.
so-
Yeah, it's so hard to come up with like company names, right? Like it's like okay, that's fine. That's good enough.
That's awesome, bro. Dude, I'm oh, you're oh,
Less to chop up here.
your detail work on the fabric and stuff on like Octopus's mask and
Hmm.
oh, dude,
Yeah, we'll go ahead
Me
and
oh,
too.
listen to.
it just yeah.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's better. Or has some of the music.
Yeah, that's got the music.
Dude, it even looks like the guy from Dirty Harry.
Yes, doesn't he?
He does,
You
dude.
got it. That's
He
it.
looks like the fucking guy, man. He was in
That's it.
fucking Red Dragon too. The original
He was also in Deep Space Nine,
yes, yeah, he was.
right?
What's more
Yeah.
dangerous than a
The tailor.
gorilla? A gorilla with a
The
tomahawk.
dude that's so cool. He's like, you feel lucky, punk, and it looks just like him. I'm like, oh, I love this guy
See,
already.
only the OGs, only the old school guys know about that stuff.
And I love when it
Dude,
starts
yeah.
to
I
swirl
mean, how many
around.
people do you think
With
recognize it?
the
When it
Yeah.
gun.
starts to swirl around, and but it goes with your it goes with the gun. You know, you put
Yeah,
that in there so
yeah.
that
Oh,
it's
dude, it's
your
You
this
chamber of
know,
thing
gun.
is so well put together.
It really is. Yeah, you
thank
you
you.
can
It,
tell your
oh,
filmmaking in this. You know, it was really cool.
And
Yeah.
people were
yeah,
asking
bro.
also about the.
I hate to be fanboying over here, but dude, I am a huge fan of what you've done with this I haven't even read the book yet, but just this trailer is just like
Oh,
fucking so
wait till you
good.
read it, sir.
Ugh,
Wait till you
Yeah,
read it,
yeah.
because the
I
story,
think he's already backed it. I'm not sure. And I don't think
the,
he knows. He's going to have to check his history
yeah, I gotta go back and double
because
check
he
because I
can't
got bad
remember.
so much
because
shit.
people, as much as the art would hook some people, and some people have been hooked by the art. It's the story they talk about after reading it.
Yeah, yeah.
I do
Well,
get messages
104
about it.
pages, but you get both together. That's 208 pages.
Dude, I'll tell you
It's
what. I
beautiful.
mean, I don't see any any problem with the art whatsoever. That everything is drawn beautifully. It's inked nicely. It's colored
Fistful of
well.
calamari.
There's nothing muddy. I hate those fucking muddy digital colors that people do these
Yeah,
days. You don't have that shit at all.
Yeah,
This
I
is
want
a
yeah,
light
nice,
source.
bright, vibrant. Oh,
Mm.
it's a
and,
beautiful book.
and you're not the only one. I mean, Michael Bancroft, he's a one man show. I can name off a few that are one man shows, and it does take time though. But if you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
put them out, like something's got to give. If you want to put on out 2 a year, um,
Yeah, I'm
any
sorry, man.
plans?
All you digital inkers out there, you gotta realize that what you see on your screen may come out darker when it goes to print.
Mhm,
So
definitely.
maybe lighten that shit up by a couple of tones just to make it pop a little bit, because otherwise you lose the pencils, you lose all the detail. It just turns out muddy.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
would
you gotta
you
learn
say?
the.
Who would you say, real quick? Who would you say is the
Hmm.
biggest influence on your art, though? Even though you're kind of self-taught.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy, I didn't
Ooh,
say I would ask good, easy
that's
questions.
an interesting. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
I
a
really
hard
like.
choice.
I don't know if it shows, but Mazzucchelli,
Okay. All right.
Mazzucchelli, Miller, maybe Bushima on the folds.
Yeah. Really,
Like
Frank Miller?
the
Oh,
Really?
like
Yeah.
like you see you mentioned
Mazzucchelli? Really? Dude,
Yeah.
Steranko. It's
Yeah.
far, right? You see, the problem is
no,
they
no,
don't do the features much. I don't
Yeah.
know.
that's amazing.
Was it like the Daredevil Mazzucchelli, or was it the Batman
Yeah,
or Batman?
Yeah,
year
Daredevil.
year
Yeah.
It's
one.
He was
Daredevil.
in both. Yeah. Good
Right?
stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
I
And
don't
fuck.
and
know.
a lot of that has to do with lighting, right? Because you mentioned Miller, and you were
Yeah,
talking about a
the panel
possible
work. I
noir
would say the
thing.
panel work would be Miller and
Okay,
Mazzucchelli.
okay.
Maybe Bushima and
Yeah, they
Storenko on the
use.
folds.
Sterenko. Okay.
Yeah, we take out the colors and you'll see just the inks. I don't really know, man.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
uh, but it's just so many of good ones
Many
in those
greats,
days
right? Yeah, yeah.
that you can just pick out from. Like if you look at Bushima's work on Patch when he did the Wolverine and Hulk. I
Hmm.
love that. With Patch and Logan, I think, right? I love that and his Conan work. But
Well,
yeah,
Jason, thank your wife for us, because she's part of the team too. Thank your wife for
yes,
your the time that
keeping me
you're
alive.
away from your family. We really do appreciate it. We hope you return and go get some breakfast, man. You look a little
No,
thin.
man, it's early. I'm fine.
get
Maybe you get some dinner.
get get some
Yeah,
bacon, brother,
yeah.
man.
Get some dinner.
Everybody needs bacon.
Yeah, I'm
I
I'm
might just do
fine. In
that.
fact, I did go over and get some bacon from my mom. She gives me some food that she doesn't eat and whatnot. They give her
Oh,
too much food on the.
Everybody needs bacon in their life. I'm a firm
Everybody needs
believer.
bacon in their life.
I
Yeah,
might get a bacon or a bagel. I don't know.
there you
That's
go.
Might be.
or a bacon bagel.
Hell the chat. Keep collecting and go back. One of the best books I've seen anywhere. Octopus
Octopus
Cowboy.
cowboy.
If you don't get it, you're gonna be missing out. 104 pages of knockdown, drag out action, and it's only going to get bloodier according to Jason in issue 3.
No.
Get
At
the
this
catch up
point,
tier. There are
there's
add-ons. I'm glad to hear that. I didn't know that. You
all
can,
right, Rex.
you know,
But to be technical, there at this point there is 208 pages of
yes,
Octopus
Yeah.
Cowboy with
exactly.
number 1 and number 2.
So
So get
if you
them
want a
both,
good story,
you lazy fuckers. Look at this guy. He's awesome.
if that doesn't convince you folks, I don't know what will. Keep collecting. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you later. Bow for now.